All right, it's Friday night, and I've survived a week of having COVID. Just a little bit tired. Ooh, sound effects. No one here to appreciate the weird sound effects. That's okay. I'm easing into things. All right. Gotta see what's what. Start with playing this little cricket game. There we go. Do it like this. All right. Straight back over his head. Great start. Oh, split the field for 4, though. That's all good. Okay, it's glitching to hell out again, which will be my excuse when I get out. Oh, split the field again. There's a strong start. Oh, straight to the fielder there, though. Run 2. That's a bit more like it. Hoik it over the covers. Bam, that one's a bit straighter. Hit the scoreboard. Okay, that did glitch and nearly got me with the glitching. Running 4. Nice. And back over his head. Hey, Megalee. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Just chilling out. Getting focused. Playing this weird little cricket game. Ooh, we did one of those fast low ones. That's what always gets me. Didn't get me that time, though. Another one. And that's gone for 6. What have you been up to, my friend? Glad to hear you're doing good. That's a better shot. Playing Satisfactory. Nice. I think Dr. Abigail likes that game too. Okay, we're really counting him about the ground. Are we going to make 100? No! I jinxed myself saying that. No more moves. This is going to do an ad if I say play again.
I think Frasers is doing a really good job at fostering and creating communities. You walk down the street and you see your neighbour out the front. You can just...
Fuck off. Oop, there's a big loping one. My goal is just to... Factorio. Well, they both have factory in the... or references to a factory in the title. That's as far as my brain works. I'm going to get back into Disco Elysium at some point. I might actually have to start it again because it's so long since I started it. Kind of forget what's happened up to the point I got to. Just kind of obsessed with Red Dead Redemption 2. Keep going back to it. And... fuck, that was hopeless. God damn it. Keep going back to Red Dead Redemption 2. And think, all right, I'm going to peel a bit of orange. Trying this peeler I haven't used for a while. Fucking bollocks. Okay, that's why I don't use this fucking peeler. Okay, that was just an experiment. A failed experiment. Back to the cheese slicer. And gotta cut a bit of pith off because there's too much goddamn pith on there. Oh dear. So is Satisfactory significantly different to Factorio? Do they have similar elements? I am absolutely unfamiliar with them, so I don't know. Orange. Want orange in my drink. I'm going to do another bit of peel. All right, that one worked a bit better. Get better. Get better. Get better. We had Scroobius Pip song into my head there. I haven't listened to any Scroobius Pip for a little while. It hasn't come up on my music mix. Maybe I'll have to play one or two so it remembers. I like hearing Scroobius Pip occasionally. So Factorio's top down 2D, Satisfactory fully 3D. Okay. But in terms of premise, are you building a factory? So play-wise, very different. Looks-wise, very different. But is it, as the name suggests, you're making a factory in both cases? God damn it. Trying to stab a cherry. Got it. Wait, are there any more in here? Am I out of cherries? Oh no, there's more cherries in here. There's a few more cherries in here. I think I want 2 cherries tonight because I'm a special boy. So I deserve special treats. All right, so you are building a factory in both of them. Okay, cool. Because in Disco Elysium, you're a drug-addicted alcoholic detective who's trying to not just solve a case, but also to actually remember who he is. Because he's had that much of a binge that he doesn't actually remember who he is or how he got to where he is. I'm not sure if that'd make good stream viewing. It might, because it's kind of pleasantly surreal, the little bit I played of Disco Elysium. But ooh, that's a taste treat, that is. One of my favorite, though, I have a couple of favorites with the clarified cocktails. I was mixing it up with this one. Might just ease back to one of my favorites. Okay, random thought pops into my head. Are the supermarkets still selling blood oranges, or are we already out of blood orange season? Let me see. Search the supermarket for blood orange. Showing results for blood orange. Apparently they still have them. Kilogram for $3.90. It's actually pretty good. Kilogram for $3.90 at Woolies. What's Coles doing? Blood orange. Approximately 180 grams, 81 cents. They're just selling them individually. Okay. Approximately 180 grams. So that's 6 of those, just roughly the same. Oh, does it showing me stuff from the bottle shops? Blood orange gin. A few blood orange gins. There you go. Oh wait, what is trying to think of the other one, Aldi. I got IKEA in my head. Foreign chains. Can you search fresh produce? They don't seem to have a search function. Fruit and veg. Why would you not have a search function on your website? That strikes me as strange. So I've just got to scroll through and see if I spot mandarins, raspberries, pineapple, bananas, eggplant. Wait, no oranges of any type? Oranges. Navel oranges. Okay, Aldi's website is shit and is not for searching on. Fuck you, Aldi. Hey, Pat, how you doing? Thanks for searching that for me, Safa. Blood oranges, July to October. Because I wouldn't mind getting some more blood oranges. Maybe make some more of my blood orange liqueur. Yeah, I mean, most of the congestion's gone. Got so tired in the afternoon today. I'm not a Costco member anymore. Costco probably have huge fucking bags of blood oranges. But for fun, I'd actually like to look now that you mention it. Does Costco let you search? All these websites. Yes, search for blood orange. What comes up if I search blood orange? Nothing. A blood pressure monitor comes up and an orange portable speaker comes up. That's weird because you go into a Costco, they probably would have blood orange in the produce section. Anyway, I actually did have an energy drink in the afternoon when I was feeling very closest Costco. I don't know, the airport, I guess, Moorabbin. It's not actually at the airport, but it's right next to Moorabbin Airport. Ooh, Pat, what have you got for me on Discord? I don't see anything. Am I too soon? I don't see anything on the Discord. We got a little bit of rain and a little bit of thunder and a little bit of lightning, but I wouldn't call it thunderstorms. I think I did hear that. That's like one of the oldest ones, if not the oldest ones. And it's the one where I joined Costco. Oreo Coke, not what you're expecting. I agree with you about the vanilla thing. I thought it was even more vanilla than vanilla Coke. I mean, I actually like it. If they're technically, if they're moving it to Essendon, they are closing the one that's at Docklands. But I guess they're moving it to where there's more demand. I'm sure they did some market research. People in Essendon want a Costco. Once the Offspring moved out, there was definitely no point in me going to Costco. But I let my membership run out during COVID, actually. You know, at the start of COVID, got a few things, but let's see. Dicklands is different. That's the gay porn outlet. But still, it's a warehouse as well. So, there you go. I haven't been to the Docklands one in frickin' ages. I honestly couldn't tell you. Yeah, it might have been 10 years since I was at the Docklands one. Sure, Safa. That's what you're going to say when I find a Dicklands frequent buyer card in your wallet. No judgment. That just sounded really homophobic, actually. I retract that. I was trying to make a stupid joke, and it just makes me sound homophobic. All right, what's Pet putting in the wrong channel? Oh, yes, you went to see Runt. Yeah, you told us about Runt on Tuesday. That's another 10 out of 10, I believe. It's your movie outing for the week. What are you going to... Dicklands frequent fire, getting stuffed. Yeah. I just imagine these really wobbly, like a forest of really wobbly dildos like seaweed going back and forth, and someone, like a fantasy adventurer, Gandalf, we're in Dicklands. Sorry. Now I'm friggin'... Okay. I should put that on. I'm sorry. I'm going to put it on a banner. I haven't done a new banner for ages. This stream brought to you by Dicklands. I wonder something about it goes hard. What would be Dicklands? The supermarket that goes hard. Anyway. Imagine a forest of dildos. At Dicklands, we've gone completely mad. Mad for Dick. Dicklands stiffs you at the registers. Prices are always hard. Yeah, I'm trying to come up with a hard thing. And that's good. Doesn't quite work. But I just call it the store that goes hard. Yeah, I think I just call it the store that goes hard. I'll just modify the banner. Dicklands, the store that goes hard. Now, when someone who's never been on the stream to stumble in and go, what the fuck? Just for laugh, innit? I think this is not gonna be a long stream. Might go past 10. It is all gonna be how long I friggin' last, because I'm still prone to getting tired. Might have a couple of drinkies, not going super hard, but have a couple of drinkies. I want some of my eggnog, actually. Yes, there are a few pre-made blood orange soft drinks, actually. You can find in the super duper market. And not just the, very lightly flavored mineral water I have, but, full on blood orange flavored soft drink. Ooh, drinky and some Uber Eats. Actually, I'm going to have some eggnog because I made some new eggnog this week. And it might be fun to compare the brand new stuff to the stuff that's been aging for a couple of months. Wow. And then I'm going to taste what's in the barrel and decide if it's time for any of them to come out of the barrel. Oh, cream of the crop. Nice. Eastern Europe, they have hypermarkets, bigger than supermarkets. Ooh, Firmly committed to quality. That's a good one. We should all be in marketing. We just need a place called Dicklands to exist. And that will give us purpose to our lives. We've successfully come up with a marketing pitch for Dicklands. Ooh, Dicklands, hard on prices, soft on your wallet. You can have a nap. You're worried about the dreams, whatever. You dream that you're trapped in Dicklands. Oh God. I love it when we come up with something new that's super childish. Shows we have a by the name Dicklands, open a fucking dildo. I bet. Let's go Dicklands.com. Dicklands.com has to exist. Dicklands.com. There's no such thing. How does Dicklands.com not exist? I'm genuinely surprised. Yeah, see, I got sponsorship. I'm sponsored by Dicklands. That's like Five Nights at Freddy's, but it's dicks that come alive. off to buy the Dicklands domain. Seriously, if you buy the Dicklands domain, I'll make a video for YouTube, an ad for Dicklands. Come on down to Dicklands. And I have to save these slogans we had if we do that. Gotta do one of those cheesy independent ads. Like, I don't even watch commercial channels anymore, so I don't know if people still make those ads. You know, like the epic ones like Franco Cazzo, grande sale, grande sale, grande sale. Oh my God, growing up in the country, half the ads were these really cheap shit, locally produced ones that were fucking hilarious. I mean, really, really hilarious. Unintentionally, because they were just so fucking cheesy. What do I have to choose? Life is choices. Which do you choose, a hard or soft option? It says, come on down to Dicklands. You won't need to blow your load on prices. That's a stretch, but I like it. Dicklands at the big end of town? Global or national? I'd go .com. Dicklands should be a global empire. Oh my God. I'll have to get my green screen out and stand there and just going to get something made up a store in your Dicklands. I guess everyone come up with all these terrible lines, where we'll never go soft on value. Oh, we're expanding to fill all your needs. Fuck, that's gold. That is fucking gold. Someone write all these down. Actually, I'm going to start a Google Doc. Where am I? Wait, where the fuck is documents? Maps, play, contacts, translate, calendar, drive, photo, meet, chat, share. Oh, there it is. Jesus, docs. New document. All caps. Dicklands. Okay. Dicklands, the store that goes hard at the big end of town. Now, what else did we say? We're expanding to fill all your needs. Come for the. I suppose you could have lots of cum jokes. Come for the selection. But I've got to scroll back. What did we say before? Hard on prices, soft on your wallet. Firmly committed to quality. Damn. Cream of the crop. Saving all these. We won't stiff you at the register. All right. Now you own it. Nice. Safa had a schnitz Hawaiian Parma for dinner. Oh, I love schnitz, actually. I had the rest of my little gnocchi bake thing I made yesterday. I made a big thing of it, so it was 2 meals with truffle, a truffle cheese sauce, which really strong truffle flavor. I got to burp it all out of my system before going to bed. All right. Okie dokie. Okay, I am going to try Discord. Oh my God. Review and complete. GoDaddy. Dicklands.com is yours. Sorry, I'm just going to put this on the screen. I'm going to put this on the screen while I go out and get some eggnog. Dicklands.com is yours. Okay, I promised. Okay, this weekend I got to work on a Dicklands video. All right, I'm just going to get some eggnog. Okay. I'm back with the eggnogs. All right. So, remove. We're back. Gotta start coding some shit. Well, I'll script a YouTube video that you can embed on the site. But yeah, it feels good to be an entrepreneur. So I got to do a Dicklands ad this weekend. Okay, so 2 eggnogs. This has been aging for a couple months. This I made a couple of days ago. And the recipe, I think, is actually quite different with them. Oh my God, that's yummy. That's so good. Oh, fuck yeah, that is good. And the new one. Also good. God damn it. It's really good. No, tomorrow night's jukebox party on Discord. Yeah, we've got to get some friggin' search engine optimization going. Kind of looks like coffee. Yeah, I mean, this one in particular is quite brown because I used my brown sugar syrup in it. If I'd have made it all with white sugar, it would have been much lighter. This one is half white sugar, half brown sugar. So that's why it's lighter. God damn, that is so fucking yummy, though. That's good as hell. Nice. I'm saving them in a Google Doc. So any more that anyone comes up with, I'll save in the Google Doc. Oh, yeah. Twofold. I think you can get it for $65 this week. Oh, Coke and lime juice. Yeah. So instead of a Cuba Libre, a Nam Libre, Melbourne Libre. Yeah, I'm gonna. I've already got the ones we've done to this point. So if we get any more inspirations for Dickland slogans, yes, I am, Safa. 4-day weekend. Mrs. Angry and I are going away that weekend. So, yeehaw. Coke, twofold lime juice. Yeah, no, bet that's great. Oh my God. Yes, dicklands.com's just a picture. God, I think I've got the actual picture it should be too. Is it on my phone? It's going to be on my PC if it's not on my phone. Okay, I have to go back at least 2 years. And oh, yeah, some AIDSy photos. Let me see. Scintillating stuff. Just trying to find AIDSy photos. Let me see. There's gonna be some in here. Jesus, there's a lot of photos of me in here. What a vain bastard. Still looking for the appropriate easy photo. And a couple of photos of me and Aidsy. I want just Aidsy, though. Me and Hank Green at VidCon. We are several years into the past now. It's just an attractive picture of Aidsy. We don't want that. We want a dodgy picture of Aidsy. Aidsy with no teeth. Me and Pat. Where are we? Sure, I had some dodgy pictures of Aidsy on here. By dodgy, I don't mean nude. Oh, we could use Dave Blumenstein's cartoon of nude Aidsy, which isn't on here, but I could get. That was used in Code Grey. There aren't as many pictures of AIDS anyway. It's me and Dave Blumenstein. Blumenstein. I don't remember how he pronounces it. Okay, there's that one. I'll get that up. That could work. Me and drag. Just a long shot of Aidsy. That's not dodgy enough, though. Me and Aidsy at White Knight. He's looking far too respectable. Ooh, this one with a cock. Yeah, I'm going to get this. Ants. All right. Me and Dave days. Aidsy looking like Chopper. All right, I might. This is it. All right. I'm emailing these to myself so I can bring them up on screen. All right, so I got 3 potential dodgy Aidsy pictures for Dicklands. Pick. Oh dear. Oh my god, the shopping bags at Dicklands would be bag of dicks. Hey Jim, how are you doing, by the way? Putting the lime into coconut. Oh yeah, Dicklands, standing to attention for you. How much are custom paper bags? Wait, which Gmail account am I logged into on this one? Okay, the pictures are all here already. I will download them and show them. Where are we with downloads? Okay. Okay, and where's my other one? Oh God, why is it doing this to me? Okay. Got them ready. Where are we? Bring your wife to Dicklands. Going to satisfy her every need. Jim, you're saying Dicklands is well, why don't they own dicklands.com? Yeah, we'll have a business by the end of the night, definitely. So just what you're saying about AIDSy photos. Where are we? No. So there was this one that I just like the expression on his face on this one. This is a video screen grab. I just like the expression on his face in this one. And then there's this one, which is at Nando's. And when I put that on social media when we took it, I captioned it AIDSy as #1 cock. But this one, this is the one I was thinking of, and I found it. This is the ultimate one. Not sure how clear that is. Oh, yeah, no, that's pretty clear. AIDSy looking through a keyhole under a big sign that says sex. The other one that springs to mind is a bit of graffiti we saw scrawled on a wall at White Night one year, and we're off our chops, and it just says anal whore, and AIDSy's just pointing at it with massive excitement. So yeah. Oh, why is it opening in Paint? Because it just did. Oh my God, this eggnog is so fucking yummy. Oh man, that stuff is so good. So goddamn good. All right, I'm going to finish this and then I'm going to taste the stuff in the barrels. Painting some dicks. I mean, you know. Oh my God, so into this. I'm so glad COVID. And also, why is the angle on that so wrong? So glad COVID didn't take away my taste. No, I did not expect to be spending tonight talking about Dicklands, but that's what it's all about. Anything and everything. Oh man, this stuff is so good. So goddamn good. Sorry, I was just going to look up something because I think Jim was joking. Searching for Docklands. No, search for Dicklands. No, I think Jim. I assumed Jim was joking. There is no Dicklands Stadium. Yes. I thought you were joking, but I just felt compelled to look it up. Yeah, look, honestly, I think we can make Dicklands valuable. You know, what's that old Lonely Island song with Justin Timberlake, Dick in a Box? Oh my God, that eggnog is so fucking yummy. All right, bit of water to cleanse le palate. Yummo. All right. Und so. It's tasting time. How's everything in the barrels going? Oh. Okay. I think I want my sieve so I don't get any frame. Okay, so the rye you make, which I didn't even write the date down on, but I think was sometime in June. Come on, goddammit. Oop, that spilled a bit. Quite a bit of carbon. Okay. So that was the rye you make, which from memory, I mixed it with some whiskies. Okay, this is the whiskey that I put in 6 weeks ago. The cheap whiskey. And we're barrel aging to see if we can make it better. And this one is the rum that's been in 2 and a bit months. So this is my spiced rum. It was a white rum. I'm thinking the spiced rum will be ready to come out. But we'll see. It's tasting time. Maybe I should try the spiced rum first, actually. What's the spiced rum tasting like? Like, I am amazed there isn't a porn site called Dicklands. Absolutely amazed. Oh God, Strictly Sega getting some screenshots from when I was in the sex shop that, oh God, what the hell? That my friend Eva was working on and went in with Aidsy to make videos in there. Got to share these. These are pretty wild. Yeah, Raze, you just saw them in the Discord. So the first one is where is it? Okay, so that's Butch the sex doll. He's strong, he's sexy, he's got a big stiff cock. It's like they start off subtle. He's strong, he's sexy, and then he's got a big cock. And there's this one. Blow up Barack Obama sex doll. He'll batter your bush. Visit his oval orifice. I'm sure they have Trump sex dolls now. It's just like, oof. That is a whole thing. Damn. Jim, you and me both. Carbon dating is an app for older generations. I don't think so. So I mean, I've been to a few sex shops, but there would back in the day, there definitely would have been Sarah Palin sex dolls. Anyway, ooh, that smells interesting. It really tastes that I used to have wine in that barrel. It really picked up some of the taste. Man, that's actually smooth. All right. Oh my God, MTG sex dolls. That is fucked up. But there's also blow up barnyard animals. So there you go. All right, I'm not going to fuck around tonight. Oh, that is actually pretty good. Okay, I've got a new spiced rum, my own spiced rum. That is quite good. Should you buy a whiskey? If you like whiskey, I saw Twofold for $65 this week. That's a pretty fucking good price. Mind you, I saw that ridiculous peanut butter whiskey at Woolies for like $50. Both the sheepdog and the screwball. But yeah, that just tastes like peanut brittle to me. Fucking Twofold's awesome. And like the other, like, I think when I drain the spiced rum, I'm going to put the other cheap Coles whiskey in there because there's nothing wrong with it. And it might develop a bit of a richer flavor if I put it in there for a couple months. Yeah, and it's got this nice fruitiness. The one thing I noticed straight away with the cheap Coles one, the mouthfeel wasn't as good. It's like thinner. Whereas the Twofold, it just feels a bit better in your mouth, which is a weird thing to say, I know. And the Coles one doesn't have the fruitiness of Twofold, but it's a perfectly serviceable whiskey. Be a good mixer. But this week, if you go to the right place, Twofold's actually cheaper. Yeah. That's the trouble with the really expensive booze, yeah. Erect your dreams in... Okay, we're abandoning all subtlety at this point before they get ejaculated to the tissues of Sanders. Yeah, actually. Yeah, I said it. Better feeling in the mouth. If Dicklands have their own whiskey, Dicklands whiskey, it's all about the mouthfeel. Damn. All right. Wow. That has a bit of a language. So this is the cheap whiskey, which I've had in the barrel for about 6 weeks. That definitely has a rounder taste because I seasoned the barrel with either, I don't even remember what it was. It was either wine or port. Still got a little bit of burn. This is definitely can stay in there though. Try it again in another month. Try it November. Dicklands gloves for your digital protection. Salty, maybe, because you do get some of the Scotch whiskies where they talk about them being salty. Dicklands. Well, there are a few places that let you do personalized labels. I don't know if they'd censor you from calling it Dicklands whiskey. That's not bad, but it can definitely stay in there. Whereas I think the rum can come out. Yeah, Starwood's Dicklands or Archie Rose Dicklands. The glove don't fit Dicklands, mate. So I'm just telling you about some Dickland gloves. If you get this a picture of like nubbly gloves and Dickland gloves ribbed for extra sensation or something. Oh dear. Final taste. The New Make Rye, which has been in there for a couple of months, has got good color. I did actually put some whiskey in with it as well from memory. I should have written it down and I didn't. Yeah, Dickland, that definitely sounds like a good condom brand. Dickland gloves. Oh, now that's good. Oh, shit, that's good. I actively like that. Damn. Oof. Yeah, good color. Considering this was mostly a clear New Make Spirit, I can also go, how much of the New Make Spirit from, if I can still get it from White Possum? You know me, Safa. I actually specifically bought this sourdough roll from the supermarket today so I could kickstart my day with a bacon roll tomorrow. This tastes good. Oh, that tastes good. That's been in the barrel since like June. So that's like 3-4 months in the barrel. That's like a year and a bit. Oh man, that is good. Whew. But I think it can also stay. My original thing was to have it for Christmas. That'd be Christmas whiskey. No, that's not the 6-week one. That's like 3-4 months. I was thinking of leaving. My original plan was to leave it until December, so it had been in there for 6 months. And that's the equivalent of a couple of years in a big barrel. Be my Christmas whiskey. So that's got a rye base, but I put some other whiskey in there as well. Oh yeah, I tasted the 6-week one. That was the second one I tasted. It tastes pretty good. I think it will do well to stay in there for a while though. So the spiced rum, which has been in there 2 months, I'm going to tomorrow decant into this rum bottle. This was the white rum that it originally was, and now it's got quite a bit of color from the barrel and also from the spices that I put in it. Yes, small barrels age faster because there's more surface area. Like, by volume, more of the spirit is in contact with the barrel. Yeah, roughly 4-1. So if I leave that rye, the one that was originally rye New Make, till December, Christmas, that'll be 6 months. That's like aging it for 2 years. Yes, the science is it's about surface area to volume. So while there is more with a big barrel, there's more volume of spirit in there, and there's more surface area of the barrel, but less of the whiskey is in proportionally less of the whiskey or whatever you've got in there is in contact with the barrel. So that's the thing. We're working there. Everything's about Dicklands tonight. It's about surface area to the volume ratio. Or Dicklands. It's not It's not about how big our specials are. It's what we do with them. A photo of Azy. Which one did you like the most? Look, I'll put all 3 on the Discord, and you can. I guess we're just putting this in general Neurospicy. I'll put all of them on the Discord, and you can just choose which one you like. Oh, what am I doing? Getting confused. Getting confused with my way of life. Oh, and actually, because we haven't had enough sad news lately. In sad news, Azy's mum died last week, and she was lovely. She was an absolutely lovely person. So Dick Land's shaft, sometimes a great shaft, a little bit. Okay, that is going extremely left field. Oh God. Strictly Sega keeps getting the screenshots from the sex shop video. Azy played that up so much in those videos. Oh dear. Yes, the sex shop video is a classic. True, he did play it up in the, but it was just like, yeah, dude, we're just going to go to a sex shop. You know what to do. Oh, that's nice. Azy's mum gave you one of his cool fountain pens after his funeral. Well, okay, this is a joke, and we'll even talk about it in some of the videos. When you're doing comedy with someone, it's a sort of unspoken competition. If you can make the other person break and laugh, if you make the other person laugh, that's called corpsing. And it's like, oh, he got me. And I tended to get Azy more often than he got me, because I was always expecting him to say weird, fucked up stuff. And I would occasionally catch him with something really left field. Voting in Discord for which picture to put on. All right, so there's pictures of Azy on Discord, on general Neurospicy chat. And you should go in and say which one you think should be on the dicklands.com website. Oh God, I want to share that. I want to share it with all the old Azy people and just say, like, we've decided this is a permanent shrine. Dicklands.com. And I swear to God, this is exactly the sort of stupid humor he would have been so on board with. And hello, Justin, by the way. How you doing? Okay. What's the time? 9 o'clock. I'll break things up with a non-alcoholic drink. I got my lemon and lime, which I like. So I was thinking of making an old-fashioned, half that really full-on Belconis Texas whiskey and half two-fold, because I think they might balance each other out a bit and make a good old-fashioned. That's my theory anyway. Yes! Dicklands in honor of Azy. Celtic King. We're talking about the up-and-coming superstore, Dicklands, sponsoring this stream. Yeah. So for anyone who's come in late, Safa was asking me about going to Docklands. He mistyped it as Dicklands, and therefore, ever since, we've been talking about Dicklands. You're just on Grindr. Yeah, there you go. Jeez. Is your sexy talk game on Grindr that good, Justin? Hell. Go you. Yeah, see, as soon as you say Dicklands, it's the sort of thought that pops into your head. Ah, Dave. Holy shit. Yes. I didn't know you were there. Yes. So, believe it or not, Ray's actually bought the domain dicklands.com. And AIDSy would absolutely run Docklands. He's just going to set up so there's just a picture of AIDSy. If someone goes to dicklands.com, it's just a picture of AIDSy. AIDSy would definitely like Dicklands. Am I going red? It wouldn't surprise me. Oh dear. So I'm definitely going to do a video. I haven't done a pre-recorded video for the Angry Aussie channel in yonks. I'm gonna at least script it this weekend from all these ridiculous slogans we were coming up with, and doing it like a Franco Cozzo type thing. Dicklands, the store that goes hard. we've really been going for the terrible jokes tonight. It's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. So, oh God, I've got to say, come one, come all. It's going to be something like, okay, I've got to write this down while I'm thinking of it. Where's my fucking document? Come one, come all. Dicklands has something that makes it worth coming. How would you say that? Dicklands has something for everyone that makes it worth coming? Or Dicklands has something that makes it worth coming for everyone? I think it's that, worth coming for everyone. That would be the closing line. Come on, come on. Dicklands has something that makes it worth coming for everyone. Dickland's not appropriate for kids. Probably not. That's what we're thinking. I could not believe it's not a sex site, Justin. Honestly. AIDSy would have wanted to demonstrate all the sex toys, which maybe would work. Take a load off at Dicklands, where good times await. Yes, I'm writing that down. God damn. Where's my thing? Take a load off at Dicklands. Abigail going for a quick walk. Where good times. Oh, good times. Wait, good times keep coming. Sorry, I am just going to be super juvenile. I don't know that he actually bought sex toys at all. He was the sex toy. A full load of Dicklands, satisfaction guaranteed. Oh, goddamn. I think AIDSy liked to boast he was a good sex toy, quite honestly. He was very open about it. Drinking some mineral water. Oh, yes. Always in for a happy ending. Yes. I might do a series of Dickland ads. Who knows? We'll see what I come up with. So I'm just looking at the slogans, and they actually flow pretty well. Ah, my God, this is going to be so fucking stupid. And I say that in a positive light. I love being fucking stupid. Oh yeah, we've got to run it into the fucking ground. We've just got to take it to the maximum and then take it past that, just to get it out of our system, basically. But I'm definitely doing the video. I think even on the YouTube video, I think I might have just a graphic at the end of the video, like dicklands.com. It's a real website. Oh yes, the website will be up. It'll just remind us to keep coming back. Dicklands, you'll keep coming back. AZ would always be hard at work at Dicklands. What's the saying? A good man is hard to find, but a hard man is good to find. Yes. In the next world, you wouldn't be able to stop AZ or Grasshopper talking about Dicklands. Our bisexual brothers from on the other side. Oh, damn. I think I'm going to have to blow my nose, which is damn you, COVID. I just feel it getting a bit congested, and I'll be able to do it. Maybe I should actually put the sex shop video up, because I might have a pee break as well. Okay. What are we doing? We're bringing up YouTube. Wait, which fucking ID? Yep, no, that's Angry Aussie. Okay. View my channel. The sex shop video there. The wonderful world of blow up sex dolls. Proper care and cleaning of your sex toys. Sex workers and exploitation. That's a serious one. Yeah, there we go. The wonderful world of blow up sex dolls. God, I look so much younger. That's only 12. I suppose 12 years is a long time. Wonderful world of blow up sex dolls. Oh, God. Jesus. Okay. So I'm going to go out, blow my nose, have a pee break, and leave you with the wonderful world of blow up sex dolls, which absolutely fits. Yep, we got that. Oh, wait, I just got to make sure I got the sound on. I wasn't paying attention. Share screen. This. Yes, we are sharing audio. Okay. I'll turn my mic off and start up playing. G'day, viewers. Here with Eva again to talk about things of an adult nature. And we were discussing that you might feel a bit sort of overwhelmed at the idea of going into an adult store.
Yeah, look, I can understand that. It can be quite confronting. There are a lot of things in shops like this that can be quite
It's different. Let's just say different.
Yeah.
Even I am occasionally surprised at things I didn't know exist in this big wide world, and it could be for just for yourself, or you never underestimate how much you can make your life more interesting by sharing.
I found a thing from my girlfriend. It's got a triple-breasted thing. It's good. I like
This
it.
is a Area 51 love doll for the sci-fi fans.
She'll like it.
It's a travel size as well, so you
pack
can
it in
actually
your
pack it in
bag.
your suitcase and no one would ever know.
Can I have it? Thank you.
Yeah, you could take that. See, you
Yeah,
don't
things
always
that
know
you
there
didn't
are
actually think that there would
three-breasted
be
alien
with
dolls.
vagina mouths and vagina ear holes. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
quite interesting. And that's the thing. There is so much in here that's actually for a couple and to
Yeah.
share.
This one goes moo.
Or bar. Remember at school, lady, the lamb goes bar.
Oh,
It's Barbara.
I wanted to go moo.
It's for, I guess if you're in the big city and you're feeling homesick for the farm or something.
Yeah,
you get that
yeah,
one.
I think
That'd
so.
be that.
I think that I have to say that those live animals are usually more sold for novelty purposes.
Possibly, maybe
Yeah,
for parties,
yeah.
maybe for.
Rob Ducky, you're the one. Moo moo, you're the one.
Uh,
Bath time fun.
Yeah, again, AT, you
Yes.
need the little animal spin wheel. The piggy goes oink oink.
Oh,
But she's a party pig.
she's
So,
a party pig. She's
that's
a party
okay.
pig. Yeah, she's a party pig. We could have her with chops.
Yeah, yeah.
So
No bacon sandwiches at
No,
the party pig parties.
no.
That's bad taste.
but yeah, like I was saying, there's a lot of things for couples here. It's
Mm.
not just for your own personal play, which is great as well. I mean, there's so many things you can come in and find for just yourself. But if you're looking to play with a partner or with a friend or
Yeah.
with a group of friends, there's all.
I miss my various different grandmas, but I know this nice lady. She gets me to get her drinks, and so
And
this
she
is-
looks a bit like this.
She's a gilf. She's
She's
a grandmother I'd like to
To
love,
form a real relationship with.
To be friends with.
to be friends with. Yes. See, she's got, yeah.
Which, yeah, let's just say
Everything, for every taste, for every person, for anything that you want, you're going to find that sex shops will have it for you. They won't treat you like you're
Remember Bow Chicka Bow Wow and that chick who stopped the armed hold up, but it wasn't really an armed hold up, it was just all made up. Well, I've got her something special. She might like me.
this one's actually called Eva.
It is called Eva. I'm quite flattered. There are quite a lot of sex toys around that have the name Eva or Eve or something like that.
Eva and I,
You just take that Eva as a little bit more your speed, OT.
if it works for Eva, would Eva be
Yeah, quite a good likeness,
Yeah.
I think.
like her?
Both looking fantastic. There's no question about that. But,
I usually wear more clothes to water my lawn, though.
yeah, it attracts a bit of attention doing that.
Yeah,
sort
my
of
next door
thing.
neighbour probably wouldn't like it too much.
I decided to enhance myself too with Butch.
Oh, he's a beginner doll.
Yeah, look, we have quite a few male sex dolls.
Which, in case you didn't know, yes, blow up male dolls.
Male dolls, yeah, look, there are lots of them, and they're not, just for the novelty purposes. Some of them have really good.
Gonna have a party, and we were gonna pretend that one of them was him and one of them was me, and you had to pick which one.
That was
And if you-
slightly more information than
If
I
you picked
needed.
the right one, you could take me home.
Do you get many people blowing you up there, Aidsy?
I get blown quite a bit.
Yeah, there you go. Had to get there and this is also something AT likes to dress up in on weekends. He likes
it's
particularly
full
fetching
body fishnet stocking. It's quite comfortable.
it. And supportive. What do you got there, buddy? Oh, you've
I
gone political.
just want to say this. It's Barack and me doing our inauguration speech.
Honestly,
I love this one.
This
I love
one.
this one
no,
so much.
no matter what your politics, there's something for this. I mean, there's all the. I mean, I know a lot of my conservative friends are just saying they're sick of the Dems who just want to suck Obama's dick. Well, you can do it. And he fucked the economy. You can fuck him. It's got something. For every political
He'll
persuasion.
batter your bush.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah,
hey.
What do you say, ladies?
realistically, he didn't really bugger the economy. It was sort of buggered before he got there, and then he got out of it. But so I want to get out of it with a bit of a bush, and I'm battering my bush with him. And I reckon I could put this on my head, and people go, Air Force One, Mr. President. Yeah, mile high for me. Yeah, Mr. President.
I can actually just see some hillbilly going down his pickup on the highway with that in the back, doing it anally, going, "Yeah, take that, Obama, take that."
Well, some people think he fucked them.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Oh, here's a special little friend you've got, Aidsy.
This is the one that they really want me to have, which is midget me.
It's less threatening.
think
I think you'd find him
quite similar looking, to be honest. Have we
Really?
put this up?
Is there a
Have you been-
similarity there?
I
Cut out my
I
hair.
really, really think
Yeah, I've been moonlighting,
you have,
posing.
have been modelled.
Big things come in small packages, eh?
Midget Man is no exception.
Yeah. He's
One
gives a
reckon,
new meaning to life.
one reckons on a small package. I'm gonna go and wear this now.
Yeah, you wear that one like a hat, Aidsy.
Yeah, well, like a hat, like a body.
So you didn't tell me about your part-time work.
Look, okay, I
Like
diversify.
model.
That's all I'm saying. So at that point, a customer came into the
And we
shop.
stopped filming because we really think that, we need to practice what we preach. And it is very respectful in here and very much about the customer. And so I can understand that it would not be very comfortable for somebody walking in here to see us filming and think that they might be caught on camera being,
It might have made them feel uncomfortable
it may have.
for us to be running around with a video camera while they were making that purchase. Or speaking of, feeling uncomfortable, that would ruin your sales for the whole year. And we might leave
We're
you
gonna go
before
now.
this gets just
See you.
beyond. No.
I'll grab the doll.
Oh dear. That's a whole thing. So that was a blast from the past. And hi, Laura, by the way. That was actually fun to watch. It's like the funniest thing. Aidsy was completely sober and cogent when we made that, but he was just playing that character that looked drunk and or drugged to a really significant extent. The way he played that is just like, damn. That was the whole thing. Oh god, we actually shot several videos in that shop. And I shot a bunch of videos with Eva and Viola. Did a couple of lives. Actually, I'm looking quite a few live streams with Eva. I'm just looking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least 5 live streams that each go more than an hour. 6, 7. Eight. See how many hour-plus live streams I did with Eva. Oh, good Lord. Sorry, I just remembered we did some of Eva and Viola dressing up in the costumes in the sex shop. Yeah, Eva's actually moved back to Melbourne. She moved. The reason both Eva and Mistress M stopped appearing in videos is they went to other cities. Oh, I don't know that he is meant to be under the influence. People either think he's mentally impaired or under the influence, or just very childlike. I think people, it's like an ink blot test. People interpret it differently. Yes, no, I knew who you meant before when you mentioned Viola. Yes. So, Celtic, I don't actually watch my old videos unless I'm showing them on this stream, because there's just too many of them. Yeah, childlike / Benny Hill. That's a good take. But however you interpret what AZ was doing, it was very much opposite of responsible adult. And there was he would definitely play the naivety while doing terrible things. Yeah, I guess why not join? It is Friday. Oh God, I genuinely don't know how long I'm going to ask this congestion. Oh yes, in case you didn't know, Laura, I have COVID this week. Yay! I mean, maybe you'd find out. She's moved back here with her boyfriend. I could maybe get them both over for a live stream. Who knows? Who the heck knows? Anyway. The link. It's Friday night. Why not? Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck was that? What's my fucking computer doing to me? Jesus Christ, that was fucking weird. Get Viola. I haven't actually talked to Viola in a little while. I should try and get in contact with her, actually. She used to live just up the road. I don't know if she still lives there. By just up the road, I mean kind of same suburb, but other end. Not literally just up the road. Hoping Laura's in a good mood. Wait, would Laura come on just to be angry at me? Hi, Laura.
I don't do angry. I leave that up to you.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I do have times when I get angry at things, but
Yeah.
generally I'm not an angry person. It's, I think a chunk of my life is there's too much anger around as it is. I prefer to not be angry and not find ways to be angry all the time as well.
Yeah, and it's also one of several reasons why I stopped doing the pre-recorded angry videos. It was COVID and the world going to hell, and I just thought everything's a bit fraught at the moment, and me shouting and swearing is not particularly helping. That was one of the reasons. It was just like COVID just made the world so weird. I wanted to just pull back from all of that.
One of the things that's really kind of upset me over the last couple of years has been how divisive people have become again.
Yeah.
And it's like, did we not learn from COVID? As in how interconnected we are, and if we don't have people in our lives, then mental health deteriorates.
Yeah, and which was again one of the reasons I stopped doing the angry stuff, because I thought everyone's a bit and a bit fraught at the moment. I don't know how to do it.
I must admit though, I do miss Wayne Foot Wednesday. That one.
Yeah, I feel like humans generally didn't learn from COVID, and we are at constant risk of another even worse pandemic happening at any moment. And I think if that happens, and it might be 100-year thing, there might not be another serious pandemic for 100 years. There might be one next year. It's rather impossible to predict. But if one happens in the immediate future, I think it's going to be a disaster, because the fucking lunatics got too empowered. Well, look, the whole gang's joining. Oh, who's got that noise in the background?
That's probably me. Hold on, let me mute this shit. But I just kind of want to say, go to dicklands.com.
Go to dicklands.com. Okay. I've got to do that. Okay. Dicklands.com, and I'll see if it loads for me. It's thinking about it. This website uses cookies. Okay, so it exists. I need to just share it so everyone knows. Who knows what it will eventually be, but for the moment, Dicklands exists. It's real. What a night to be alive. Oh dear.
That was the best $20 I've ever spent.
That's awesome. Oh dear. Oh, cows have caught bird flu. Humans have caught bird flu in the US.
There was a tigers thing called H151. Sorry, H5N1. That was it.
There is one version of avian flu that is particularly dangerous so far to animals because it spreads beyond birds and to other animals. But the degree to which people who know this stuff are freaking out at the possibility of it mutating to something that transmits easily human to human. It's not at the moment. The humans who've got it, and humans have got it, they've got it from animals, and it hasn't really transmitted to other humans. But those in the know are super friggin' worried about the possibility.
You know what? It just occurred to me that, do you remember years ago when you came to the UK and they had a badger cull going on? And because the badgers were spreading tuberculosis to cows. But the cows
Badgers were giving cows diseases. Goodness.
Yeah, well, what happened was badgers were catching it from the cows and wandering around and infecting other cows.
Okay.
And so they were culling the badgers, not vaccinating the cows.
Yeah.
It's like, there's lots of cows and not many badgers. So if we kill the badgers, that will solve the problem. As opposed to not killing animals other than the cows later, of course.
Yeah. Badgers don't have good PR. That was their problem.
Yes, exactly. And it's like, it's
Fuck
a good
badgers.
job we don't use the same logic for humans.
Well, sometimes you feel that way.
Sorry you got COVID. Guess we'll just have to, bolt gun you now.
Sorry, love. Dicklands.
I'd love it if that was the
more
case.
than Wall Street.
Hello, we're going to use TikTok and that.
You know what? When you said I'd love it if that was the case, Raze, my brain automatically went to the sacrifice of thousands of people so we could get rid of Donald Trump and Boris Johnson.
I swear to fuck, I thought you were
made it
going
worth
with fucking Hitler for a second. There was going to be like thousands, you say. Only thousands, you say.
That's weird.
Oh dear, goodness me. That's yep. All right. Well, if nothing else, I feel like I've had a good, I don't know, week, month, year that Dicklands has come into existence.
Yeah, I gotta go to work. I gotta jump off. I just wanted that done before I
Go
went
to work. You're going to tell anyone at work tonight. I bought a domain, dicklands.com.
Dude, the best bit is one of the bars up the road is doing gay night tonight. So, like, I'm straight up going out there and handing out some flyers.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's amazing.
All right, I'm off.
Oh dear.
Bye-bye.
I have a
evening.
comical. Oh, I have a comical one for you. So,
Thank you.
I went to my local Home Bargains, which is a place that sells all sorts of things. But one of the things you can get is pretty cheap candles, big candles as well.
Okay, yeah.
And so,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. So, and the great thing is, for when you got this cost of living crisis or whatever going on,
Yes.
you can stick the heating on for half an hour, and then light a candle and leave that burning all day. And, it fragrances the room and, keeps the ambient temperature up. It stops it just going, and then you have to heat it up going. It just slows down that decline. So I'm on a diet.
Yeah.
I am trying to. So I'm trying to lose a load of weight because I am way too heavy, and I've got a justification, which is they don't allow very, very, very overweight people to get bottom surgery, if you know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And so I've got to get my BMI under a certain level, otherwise I can't even get on the list.
Yeah.
So so as a result, it's like, okay, I need to sort this out. I need to get an incentive. And not only that, my mum's death and stuff like that is just like, you know what, I need to do something because I don't want to end up dying early, kind of thing. So I am taking the leaf out of the smoking thing. So the candles that I got, and I love the smell of them, and I love the taste of them. Cherry Bakewells. You know what cherry Bakewells are?
Yeah.
They're really nice little cakes. Really, really tasty,
Yeah.
And they got a cherry on the top with an icing. And so what I bought was 5 Cherry Bakewell candles. So basically, I'm not eating them anymore. I'm vaping instead now.
Nice. You're just having the Cherry Bakewell aroma.
Yes, I'm vaping.
Nice. Inhaling Cherry Bakewells.
Yeah, I didn't look. It's just the joke about people who give up smoking. It's like I've given up smoking.
Yeah, doing the vaping.
I've given up eating Cherry Bakewells. I'm only vaping them now.
Just inhaling the Cherry Bakewell.
Yeah.
All right.
I did buy another one, which is cinnamon and apple.
Ooh, cinnamon and apple. That also sounds nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's actually, Pat, it's actually quite warm, especially put your hand on it.
Wordplay.
But it's the kind of it's quite spicy. I mean, just sticking your nose under it, you can smell the spiciness in there. Imagine it's like, it's one of those. Well, it's definitely one of those. It's like one of those Christmassy kind of things,
Very Christmassy vibe. I get it.
Yeah, they also had some pumpkin ones, which is like Halloweenish, So
yeah.
Well, like I say, these are £3.50 and they'll last for 95 hours.
95 hours.
Yeah.
Whoa!
That's
so have it pretty much burning all week long.
Yeah.
So yeah. So my mum's funeral was on Wednesday. It went well.
Oh!
Yeah, sorry, Pat.
Your mum died.
Yeah, she died on the 1st of September.
Right, my mum died. With disease.
Yeah. Wes was saying earlier, Aidsy's mum died last week.
Oh.
Sorry. I actually have totally changing the mood. I actually have to include that in the slogans. Dicklands definitely sells Dickens cider. I just have to write that one down. We're definitely doing that. Proud supplier of Dickens cider. Oh dear. We are so very mature. I love it.
Speak for yourself.
Oh yes, jukebox night definitely sponsored by Dicklands.
So anyway, regards to the funeral, so it went well. I bumped into family I haven't seen for ages. No one treated me badly or anything.
Good, glad to hear that.
People are not happy to see me looking happy.
Good.
you know, obviously within the context of a funeral, I was very upset.
Yes.
with that.
You
Oh,
weren't
I know,
chortling.
Mm.
No, they appreciated seeing that you were feeling positive in yourself.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I shared pictures of me in Japan and stuff like that, you know, so it's like, yeah, this is what I look like, you know. And then it's like, oh my gosh. And the thing is, it's amusing how much people said, oh my God, you look like your mum.
Ah,
Because the thing it is this part of my mouth there, I look so much like my mum. In fact, the worst I get it. The worst it's actually the worst part of my dysphoria, because I get to see my mum every time I feel dysphoric.
yeah, okay.
So what'll happen is I'll get up in the morning, I'll go to the loo, I'll, you know, no makeup or anything, and I'll sort of, you know, wash my hands and see myself in the mirror, and you know, I just do something with my mouth, and every time I do it, I see my mum, because that's my mum's not impressed.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
just, it's like,
Okay.
Yeah.
I get that.
it's exactly the same what my mum does.
Oh,
So
there you go. So, what do you, are you saying we need a logo for the jukebox party? Oh, sorry, just it's could you waved your hand that caught my eye.
Hey, man. Hey, look.
Oh, Canadian
Roderick.
Club.
Abigail, can't hear
Hey,
you.
Mark.
Yeah, you have to keep trying, and we'll tell you when we can hear you, because we can't yet.
Okay.
And I'm pretty good at keeping up a monologue of saying things. So we still can't hear you. I'll tell you when we can hear you. I'm just going to keep up a monologue. Yeah, Jukebox Saturday could be the best thing since the first telephone. Alexander Graham Bell, I think, just after. There you are. There you are.
Hey. I also have pizza.
Ooh, winning.
It's my pizza.
Do you have
Yes. Where's
All
Pat's
right, I eat
pizza?
my pizza.
Hey Abigail, do you have new green hair elements?
No.
Oh, it's all green hair
Old
elements.
green hair. Whose duck photo looks like
no.
a butt plug?
It's actually the duck is but behind my desk instead of in
Okay.
front of it now. So yeah. Because I turned my desk around. So it's like that way.
Sorry,
And I actually took. Actually, no, it's not. I tell a lie. It's in a box over there because I shifted everything around and put a new picture up. In fact,
Okay.
if you want, I can show you the picture that I put up.
Yeah.
It's me
Oh.
holding an
What?
M16,
What are you holding? An M16?
an actual M16 at a firing range.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
That's cool.
Strictly Sega's getting a pizza. Ray's is angry that he doesn't have pizza.
Your turn.
Well, here's to AIDS's mum. Here's to AIDSy and to Grasshopper. To Shannon.
Wait a minute, grasshopper?
Oh gosh, sorry, Laura doesn't.
Oh no! Oh, what have I done?
I hope this is a joke and not a grasshopper has died.
No, sorry.
He has.
No, he did. He had cancer. Did you know he had cancer?
No.
Oh, you didn't even know he had
he-
cancer. We were hoping
Oh.
he had treatment that was going to keep him around a couple of years.
Mm.
Sadly, wasn't the case.
That's
But-
sad.
Unfortunately, yeah. So Grasshopper
No, I didn't
was
know.
diagnosed. Grasshopper was diagnosed with he walked into hospital thinking that he had kidney stones. Turned out he had stage 3 cancer of the kidneys and liver and lungs, and he just decided to hold his breath a while. And yeah, he recently passed.
Yeah.
No.
Unfortunately, the
Yes, he came
funeral
on the
is
stream
still
a couple of
available
times.
to watch.
Yeah.
If you want to,
Well,
but yeah,
So,
Grasshopper.
YouTube?
Yeah. Yeah, Dave, I don't like to scare anyone, but the number of dead people who've appeared in videos on my channel is disturbingly high. So
Well, if you live long enough,
I'm sure it's double figures. I don't even like to go back and try to tally all of them. I think it's in double figures now. So
do people mind me eating on the stream?
No,
it's
it's all-
good. If you
What I
start
asked for?
slurping, I'll tell you, because that's what we really don't want slurping sounds.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm trying to reduce my eating, so I will let you take the honors, and I will think about it via osmosis.
Okay.
You heard my joke about McCandle, didn't you?
Being egged on by rays.
Abigail, Abigail, you heard
All
about,
right.
did
So
you hear about McCandle?
Dave's now worried I've cursed him, but he's asking for it by saying I can get the rest of his granddad's booze if he goes. I got a pretty big chunk of his granddad's booze. 70s alcohol. That was so much fun going through the 70s alcohol and seeing what tasted okay and what didn't. There's a whole thing. So Strick said, what's this? John Amos, dad from Coming to America, Chris Christopherson. Chris Christopherson was good. Okay, now here's a funny thing. There was a story. Oh God, who told it? He was big in the 90s. He's still acting. He's a real Gen X guy. He was in. But anyway, someone told Ethan Hawke. It was Ethan Hawke told this story. He was backstage at some big country wrestling because Chris Christopherson, radical lefty, supported Sinead O'Connor when she was getting booed by a crowd because she did that thing about ripping up the picture of the Pope on Saturday Night Live because of the child sexual abuse in the Catholic Church. And Chris Christopherson backed her on stage when an audience was mean to her. Anyway, there was this big country and western thing, and Toby Keith, who's a steaming pile of shit, right-wing dickhead, came backstage and he said something to Chris Christopherson, like, hey, how about none of that lefty shit, Chris? And Chris Christopherson just launched at him and went, have you worn a uniform? Have you killed people for your country? Do you know shit? No, shut the fuck up. Get the fuck away from me. And Ethan Hawke told that story to Rolling Stone. He said he was backstage and saw that. He didn't name Toby Keith, but because he named everyone else, everyone knew the person he didn't name was Toby Keith. And it's like Willie Nelson's 80th birthday or something. And apparently it's like, as soon as Toby Keith says this and Chris goes, and Willie Nelson's going, oh shit, you set Chris off. And it's just, and Toby Keith denied it. And when Chris Christopherson was asked, he says, I don't remember that happening. And people were bringing that story up. Chris Christopherson died this week. And there's this thing that it wasn't true, that it was, Ethan Hawke made it up or whatever. But I kept looking for things. And then there was subsequent interviews with Chris Christopherson saying, yeah, I don't remember that, but my wife does. She said that did happen. And he's like, dude, I don't remember that was sick. When someone raised it to me, it was 6 years ago. I don't remember what I had for breakfast. He's going like, shit that happened 6 years ago at a concert. I don't. And so I think if you believe that, Chris Christopherson was trying to defuse the whole thing. But in a subsequent interview, he just said, no, my wife actually remembers that did happen. So Toby Keith, actually, he died as well in the last year, I think. But he did this sort of, 9/11 songs like America bombed the shit out of everyone in retaliation. Toby Keith was an asshole. But Chris Christopherson was the real deal.
You know what? Whenever I think of 9/11 and song, my brain goes automatically to the evening it happened. And you had all the senators outside the Senate building singing "God Bless America" badly.
Yeah, well, they're not singers.
It's more the idea of it's a song that is fine if a person who can sing does it, but when you've got a crowd of people who really don't, it just sounded mangled and awful. It's like, instead of trying to sort of like, boost Americans, it almost seemed like, just please, it was basically cringe and please stop singing because it just sounds awful.
But it's like how they have someone sing the national anthem at baseball games and football games. When you get someone who's a good singer, it's like, oh, that's an experience. Then you get someone who's not a good singer and you go, okay, why is everyone sitting through this? This is terrible. And it also makes me think of the Naked Gun movie where the opera singer Enrico Palazzo was meant to sing, and Frank Drebin knocked him out and took his place and is out there singing really badly. And the caption saying Enrico Palazzo. And Enrico Palazzo is tied up and gagged in the dressing room, and he sees it on the TV with a thing saying that's him, and he's going, no!
You know what? Speaking about songs, at the end of the funeral, a piece of music was played, and it was my mum's favourite song, and you'll love it because it's one of someone from your homeland.
Yeah,
it was Kylie Minogue. I Should Be So Lucky.
That is a supremely odd song to play at a funeral.
That's the thing. It was
that's such a cringy song too.
Well, yeah, but the thing about it is, I mean, it was a big song when it came out here.
It was big.
Stop Caking and
It was
Water.
her first one.
Yeah, and not only that, oh, by the way, I know Pete Waterman. Not like really close or anything, but he knows me. I know him. Anyway, so so what happened was when that song came out, well, my mum can sing. I mean, that's a broad phrase, to use. She doesn't sing very well, or didn't sing very well.
Yeah.
And so, but not only that, that's when the Northern Girl comes out. So it wouldn't be, I should be so lucky, lucky, it would be, I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. And so, it's like the last thing that that comes out of the funeral is that song. And although I'm crying inside, I've got that sort of smile as well.
Yeah. Which is nice.
I think it's I'm pretty sure it's not me. Oh, I'm pretty sure it is me on my end, but every now and then either Angry or Laura will just freeze for a bit.
Look, it could be a dozen different things. I'm not seeing anyone freeze at my end. So
okay.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it at my end either.
Okay. I think it's my end.
Oh. We're talking about, Pat, have you ever Dutch ovened your girlfriend? I mean, when I was looking through the photos...
What a question.
When I was looking through the photos on my phone, I found photos with me and Pat and with his occasional girlfriend, Pat being the pants man he is. It was Rachel. I've got a picture with you and a picture with Rachel. But I don't know, Pat being a pants man, I think who his girlfriend is changes from time to time. But
I don't know what Dutch oven means in this way, so I prefer not to know as well, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's not terrible, but it's not good.
It was the snorting. The snorting is usually a giveaway,
Yeah.
When Abigail's like almost choking on her food, that's a sign that perhaps I don't want to know.
Yeah. It's not actually a sex thing. It's a misbehaving thing, but that's okay.
Oh, Jesus, Rays.
Jesus Christ, Rays, what is wrong with you? Honestly. She was open mouth sleeping. What the fuck?
Oh,
Jesus Christ. Rays, you're an animal. I love the pride that goes with that as well. The pride of a really big score of a Dutch oven.
I found a really funny one. So you get the transphobes on the old Twitter and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And I found
Yeah,
someone
that-
who's created a logo, and it's like, ooh, yeah, that logo is, it's like, have a look at this, and it's like, is it just me, or does that sound like someone who's in favour of fisting?
There is a fair bit of fisting going on in that picture.
Huh?
That is disturbing.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
It
By the way,
almost
the
looks a
picture
little-
of that is XXXY. No. It's just.
It also looks a bit Nazi-ish, quite honestly.
Yes.
You're welcome,
yes.
Justin.
It's like you can't
You are
indoctrinate
so
our
welcome.
kids, and there's the picture of kids being indoctrinated to hate trans people.
If everyone's doing pizza. Yeah, strictly saying, they were just TERFs. They were just weird transphobe dickheads.
But yeah,
I want to
so-
know if has JK resurfaced after her Olympics mishap?
yes.
She did once, to the best of my knowledge, to also say something really fucking stupid about.
Well, I'm shocked.
But it was specifically another bit of doubling down, and it was just like, and this happens consistently. The TERFs get so fucking aggro, they will in a heartbeat throw cis women under a bus if it suits their agenda, and that's what they were doing. They were attacking a cis woman, but it just fit into their agenda to do it, and it's just like, what the fuck?
By sheer coincidence, that was one
Yeah,
of the.
they don't care about women. They hate trans women. That's it.
Yeah, it's your ideology. What's this one, Laura?
It's
JK.
comical. So
She's been our local
Duffield,
politician with the guts to stand up.
Rosie Duffield's a politician from Canterbury. She was Labour. She's gone and quitted Labour because she thinks that Keir Starmer
Oh right, yeah.
are mean, and it's like, wait a minute, you hate trans people.
Yes.
You've
Yeah.
spoken at transphobe events a couple of times at least, and so
That's
it's
my
like,
cat.
no matter your views on a
Ah,
thing,
big cat.
Rosie Duffield has made a political career out of dehumanizing one of the most marginal groups in society, and it's like, and then like, yeah, fuck off.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah. So yes, she's back. She's back.
Yeah.
But defending women, no. Things don't get said.
Yeah.
It's
But it's and they're being used by fascists as well.
Oh yeah.
And they will gleefully align with fascists because it suits their agenda. And
Well-
it's just like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You had it in the US, in Australia, didn't you?
We
when
absolutely
what's it?
did. Yeah.
Rosie Parker came over, and you literally got Nazis saying, "We're doing it for the women, we're doing it for the children."
Yeah.
She tried to come back
Yes.
and got denied a visa.
Yeah. Which is
Yeah.
awesome. But yeah.
And then pleaded to a victim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and
also-
there's accepted money from Alliance Defending Freedom, that American organization that hates LGBT people and abortion, and just people having rights in general.
I knew there was a reason that thing you shared, Laura, was giving me Nazi vibes. Strictly Sega just posted a couple of screenshots from the Pink Floyd The Wall movie with Bob Geldof starting his fascist cult, and they do that. And it was Roger Waters being incredibly unsubtle with hey, cults of past personality could really easily lead to fascism, and we maybe shouldn't do it. It's and because he is pro-trans and anti-TERF, and where he's still doing the Wall live shows, there's the bit with very fascistic imagery, and people go, "Oh, he's a fascist." No, it's an anti-fascist statement. He's using the fascistic imagery to make an anti-fascist statement. You fucking gormless idiots! God damn it!
Mhm.
I know it genuinely sucks that J.K. Rowling, for a decade or so, was a positive influence on so many people, and then she
That's-
just turned into a steaming pile of
That's
shit.
why I subscribe to the theory of death of the author.
Yeah.
Which, for those who don't know, is well, we'll use this as a case study. Take away the work that she's done, claim it as your own, and just pretend she's dead.
Well, and okay, my only trouble with that is while she's alive, she makes money from it, and she makes a
Oh,
fuck ton of
yeah.
money from it.
Yeah.
So if someone continues
so-
to buy Harry Potter stuff, they are giving
yeah.
her money.
Well, that is true.
And that's like, you
That
can
is
do
very
it
true.
with like Lovecraft, who was a gross fucking Nazi, basically. But he's dead,
yeah,
and he
he
doesn't
was.
benefit from anything. If you like the imagery of Cthulhu and everything, Lovecraft gets no benefit from it at all.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
One
he
of the
was
things-
he was a hideous racist.
he was a terrible person. Yeah.
One of the things that baffles me is how, it's like she made money off the people who accept LGBT people, trans
Yeah.
people. It's like
Mm.
they're millennials. They are
Yeah.
far more left leaning than the author is.
Yeah.
So that's
There
why
are-
I encourage people to pirate her movies,
Yeah.
infringe her copyright at every opportunity, etc., etc.
Okay. So
I don't
she's
give a fuck.
basically the same age as me. She's elder Gen X.
I may or may not have done that to watch the Fantastic Beasts movies.
I watched the first one because she hadn't been a fucking psycho when the first one came out, and I genuinely thought the first one was better than basically all the Harry Potter stuff, and the dipping quality of the second one was incredible.
I haven't even watched the second one.
Yeah,
Why?
no, the dipping quality was amazing. Like, no, and by the third one, no one gave a shit because it had gotten so bad. But I was genuinely, the first one, I was going like, this is actually better than the Harry Potter stuff. And then somehow it's like, because she'd milked the cow dry, what came after that was just like, well, this is shit.
Bummer.
And also because it's got
Because I
Johnny
didn't
Depp in
mind.
it.
I didn't mind the first Fantastic Beasts movie either.
Yeah.
It was a
Well,
bit
that's not-
weird, like a bit out of context for what I'm used to.
And Safa,
Harry
you're
Potter.
right. Harry Potter's a millennial thing, not a Zoomer thing. I've seen some killer Zoomer memes ripping the piss out of millennials, with just like millennials be talking about what house they're in. They should be more worrying about what house they've got a mortgage in. It's just like,
What I love is how the Generation X people can now say, yes, do you like it now? You were right when you're giving it out, and now you're getting it back.
yeah. It was the first time I saw Zoomers ripping on millennials. I loved it. I was just like,
Oh,
it's the
hang on,
awakening. This happens. It's the Grandpa Simpson thing. So I used to be with it, and then what was it changed and became
I've got a meme
scary
for
and
that.
weird to me. It happened to me. It'll happen to you.
give me a sec. I'm gonna find this meme and then I'm gonna post it on Discord
Do it.
because it's just perfect for this. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a bit preoccupied. Hopefully, I
Yeah,
find
no,
it
you find the
quickly.
meme. That's memes are important. That's how we communicate.
That's how we communicate.
I was actually
we're-
thinking today, Raze, you might know the answer to this with street art when not tagging, although tagging is an interesting thing, but when people do the really elaborate piece that's essentially their signature and it's really quite abstract. What do you call those pieces? Because I was listening to some audio lectures on ancient human civilization, and they were talking about languages that we still haven't been able to decipher. It's called. Is it just the mural? Like when it's those really elaborate pieces that are just a signature, essentially, or a price, or a piece. What do you mean?
Languages we've yet to decipher. What you mean, Zuma?
Yeah, no, but there are. But it literally made me think, like, if something happened and we all disappeared, but stuff was held in place. Imagining a future archaeologist finding some street art and seeing one of these bits that are a really abstracted text signature and going, that's clearly a script. That's clearly a word. What does it mean? It's like people trying to understand hieroglyphics before the Rosetta Stone and just looking at some street art and going, it's called a mural or a burner. Okay. Yeah. But even tags, I was saying like not tags because tags too soon, but the same thing. Tags are obviously a communication thing. And I'm just imagining future archaeologists finding it, but they've got no documented history of what street art means and trying to interpret it and trying to decipher it. I found that fascinating.
You mentioned Lovecraft.
Yes, I did. Yes,
I had to find this for you.
What is this? Do you have a moment to talk about Elon Safer Cthulhu? The art gallery in Melbourne had this installation at one point. It's this circular thing over the Yarra, and they had these big tentacles coming out the window, and I thought exactly the same thing. It's like, yeah, Cthulhu has overtaken the art gallery. Oh no, it wasn't the art gallery. It was the performance center next to the art gallery.
Okay, I'm copying it to the memes folder.
So Ray's is saying Google Softless if you want to see some next level shit. Okay, I'm going to Google
it's an older meme, but it checks out.
Oh.
See what I did there?
I do see what you did. Okay, so let's have a look on Le Discord in memes. Oh yes, I remember this one, and I loved it when I first saw it because it was literally what was happening. Boomers and millennials were at war with each other, and Gen X and the Zoomers were just like, yeah, let's just have a tea party. And it's also
Gen X is pouring liquor into the Zoomers.
Yeah, just to bring.
That's good.
It also reminds me of the
which
meme
is
from
what
the
I do
Godzilla
now
movie.
with my son.
Yeah, the Godzilla movie with the scientist going, "Let them fight."
I'm now posting memes.
Good memes.
Do you remember there was that one with Anakin and I've forgotten her name now. What's the character?
Padme.
Yeah, and you got like the 4 pictures that
Yeah.
you know, and it's basically people should be made to change or whatever it was. And it's like, you're joking, right? That's the So I had one was like, I'm going to go off and do some model painting. It's like, to finish off some projects you started before, right?
Sorry, this one is so fucked up. I love this one. This is so fucked
You're
up.
welcome.
Sorry, I'm talking this up before I show it, but this is so fucked up.
Oh no, it's good. It's
I
good.
love it so much. So Star Wars, almost there. It's away. Oh my god, did you come inside me? Negative. It didn't go in, just impacted on
You're welcome.
God. Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay, I'll go. Raises apparently putting some stuff on.
By the
Oh,
way,
yeah.
about the Lord and Savior Cthulhu thing, I dealt with some street preachers last Saturday. Oh, that was so fun. I was
So this is the one when I was talking about SIGs. That's a nice guitar, but this one, this is exactly the sort of thing I'm talking about, because that's essentially
wow.
like someone's signature, and I'm just imagining future
Hey!
archaeologists trying to decipher it. It's abstracted to a degree that I really like. Oh God, what else have you put in memes? Oh yes, no.
Yeah, but look who,
Oh, this
look
is a
who
double.
posted it. Look who posted it.
Yeah, George Takei. Yeah. But this is
Yeah.
a double. I like it. What George Takei did on
And
the.
look what his
It's an older
comment
meme, but it
is-
checks out. Are you watching porn again, Sulu? Where are the women?
Oh man.
It's one of the funnier things. Like, I think Takei did it in his autobiography, basically saying Bill Shatner had the worst gaydar in history. It's like he had no idea. What's this one, Laura? I'm feeling generous. I don't usually give a fuck. Today, take one. Fuck you, this motherfucker. God, now I want to make one of those and stick it up somewhere.
Ah, sick.
So Ray's shared it was a Queensland painter. That very just incredibly talented, that stuff. Oh God, I'm hearing so many beeps. I'm not going to be able to keep up with them.
I've forgotten his name now. Duval, a famous actor. Oh, I've forgotten his name. It's not
Keanu
Jonathan.
Reeves.
Duval. His name is Duval. I just can't remember his first name.
Eddie.
Hey. Took me a while to
Joyce.
get this one. Accidentally stood too close to the scanner. A monster pipe. Lol. Sorry, I got it
but-
after a while.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Took me a while. I'm a bit slow on the.
Robert Duval? No, I can't remember his name.
Robert Duvall? Is that who you're thinking of?
Yes. I can't remember what his first name was, but here's the picture.
He. Yes, that's him. Love the smell of Christian butthurt in the morning. Oh my God.
Do you know what? Actually, I live near a biscuit factory, and every now and again I'll go, and if the wind is the right direction, I'll
Smells like
just
biscuit.
get this whiff of biscuits, and I'll just sort of like mumble to myself, I love the smell of custard creams in the morning.
Yeah,
It smells
nice.
like
Mm.
11's.
So, Richard, you saying good night. So, okay, hey, Brock Hines,
Yeah.
I don't recognize that username on Twitch. So, you're going to get the thing I always say when someone from Twitch contributes. Hi, how you doing? I use a service called StreamYard to restream to multiple platforms. Most people watch me on
Hey.
YouTube. Some people watch me on Twitch like you. Some people even occasionally watch me on Facebook. But that's why I put things up on screen so people know who the hell I'm talking to if they're on a different platform. Oh, Raisy's back on the Dutch ovens, for God's sake. Yeah, Richard, this is a relatively tamed down party night because I've had COVID this week. Not really severe symptoms, but tiredness was one of them. So I haven't been lasting a long time on streams this week. Megaleech, if there was a sewage plant here, oh wow, that would be roulette, definitely. A biscuit factory on one side and a sewage treatment plant
farm
on
on
the other.
another. There you go, another picture for you.
Yeah, that's just the reflex that I always do when someone from Twitch comments, Safa. Everyone on YouTube is so used to me saying that. Yeah, COVID freaking sucks. It's funny, like, I normally go into work on Monday and Tuesday, and I went in on Monday, Mrs. Angry went on Monday, and she woke up on Tuesday going, ooh, I think something's wrong. And I go, okay, I'm going to go, and she's going to do a COVID test. So I go, I'm going to have a shower, tell me what the result is, and I'm in the shower, and I heard my phone go bing, and I went, "Oh, I know what that message is going to say." And I get out of the shower. Sure enough, she tested positive, so we've both stayed home all week. So yeah.
Got a picture I'm sharing.
Oh, you are too. Sorry, what was that? What if we let them in? Yes. That kind of reminds me of when you get the right wingers, particularly in the US, but kind of around the world, when they go on about, oh, replacement theory. Oh, we're being replaced. Whites will be a minority. And someone going, is that bad? Do bad things happen to minorities? Is that what you're saying? It's just like, this is damn.
Here's
Oh,
one
no,
that's
there's too many memes. What the?
Here's one that's currently in the American forethought of this current election.
So what have you got there, Laura? The add to stage. If abortion's murder, a blowjob's cannibalism.
I have so many memes. I just have so many.
Oh, Rays. See, people telling you to go to work when you have COVID is friggin' bullshit. Okay, so Justin's got a pizza. Stricky Sega's getting a pizza. Oh, sorry. Atheists make better leather because no one's watching.
Oh, I've got something I want to share with the stream, by the way.
Oh, nice.
And you've seen it, Angry, but
All right.
so everyone knows that I'm a bit of a spelling and grammar authoritarian, right?
Yeah.
So I found this in an op shop, which is Australian for thrift store. For those not in the
I don't know if
Aussie
we have
land.
any Americans on at the moment.
No,
actually.
Raze, it's not herpes. This this book cost me $3.
Oh God, yeah, this book is awesome.
A guide to the English language and how to use it. It's basically a dictionary, except it doesn't have definitions. It has words and
Usages.
how you use them as a
I-
reference.
I'm going to leave you
I
to
find
it for a
that
minute. I need to go blow my nose again. Oh,
I have
Rain.
used
Hello.
this.
Sorry, I just need to
I've
say hello
actually
to
used
Rain.
this.
Yeah, I know exactly what you
Awesome.
mean. Yeah, I've used, I've not used it, but the ideology behind it I've used many times. That
Yeah.
words change and evolve as we do, and I have two words that are a good one. Which so the first one is notorious. The word notorious used to just mean people who were noted for things.
Yes. Yes.
And it was only during the 20th century that it got a negative connotation.
Yeah, for real.
And the word naughty used to be like evil. It was in the level of evil, and it's been toned down a lot since then. But yeah,
Fair
so
enough.
like I say, they
Well,
don't have
I mean-
inherent meanings. That's the reason why the whole gender sex thing. It's like words don't have. It's like, oh, they always have the same meaning. No, they don't. Things change and evolve, and how we use them. And it's like, oh, how dare you change the way that we use these words? It's like, that's just what people do. I mean, the word wireless pretty much disappeared. In my generation, when I was growing up, the only people who referred to a wireless was grandparents referring to a radio.
Yes.
And then, obviously old people using the word wireless don't really exist much anymore. And so as a result, it disappeared. And it was only thanks to wireless technology, a mouse, a printer, etc., that these words it came back. But it had a different usage again.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, for real. My immediate thought for myself was to look up the difference between affect and effect. Which I struggle with all the time. whether you spell effect with an A or an E, changes its meaning, and
Yes.
it always messes me up.
Hmm.
So, yeah. And there's an XKCD comic about that very thing.
Yeah,
Um,
I love words. I really do.
yeah.
You know, and it's
Mm. Oh,
it's
God.
a British thing to wordplay is so entertaining. You
Yeah,
know,
love a pun.
Yeah, you know, it's like I was talking about my candle earlier. You know that
Yeah.
I've
So I
analysed-
missed all that.
Oh right, okay. So I'm trying to
I
diet,
can't
and one of the
hear.
things that I really
Everyone's
love.
just frozen for me for a bit.
Can you hear me? Okay.
I'll let you know when everyone's coming back.
Can you hear me?
Yep, you're good now.
Okay. So what I'm trying to diet, and one of the things I've given up is cakes and stuff. And so one of the things that I really
Okay.
like is cherry bakewells, the little cakes. And
Okay.
so I
Yep.
bought 5 cherry bakewell candles. So I'm
Okay.
not allowed to eat them anymore. So I'm now taking it up in vaping form instead.
Fair.
Can't eat them. I'm now vaping instead.
Fair enough. I bought this. Check this out. The cutest little soldering iron ever, and it's
Oh,
so functional. You can program it. It's got a USB-C plug. It's got multiple different tips you can put on it.
Mhm.
It even came with a USB-C cord that plugged with the plug into where'd it go? That you can plug into a freaking like surface mount connector.
Oh, now.
Like it's just so awesome. It's
Mm.
the TS 101 soldering iron.
Right.
And
Can you use it?
and
Can you use it to make Terminators?
no,
Modern 101.
but also you can power it with DC with a barrel jack or USB, and it's smart enough to know the amperage it's getting, and it's also smart enough to know if it's not getting enough power, and it'll just tell you low power, and it won't heat up the soldering iron. It's just and
what
it's
kind of
tiny. It's so awesome.
What kind
It's
of
just the
temperature does
best.
it get?
I love it. And like it's not portable. It doesn't have a battery in it. You have to plug it in, but it's just so maneuverable and just the best. And I bought the surface mount component tip, so it's like super fine tip. So
Right.
love a tiny soldering iron.
What
So
kind of
good.
temperature does it get?
It goes up to 300 degrees, I think.
Right. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
it's a 65 watt maximum 65 watt if it's being powered by DC voltage of 9 to 24 volts. If it's been powered by USB, it can get up to 90 watts. So
Right. I've got a funny power
Yeah.
story for you. So the trains where I live, the line that goes nearby, it was the first electrified main line in the UK, 1954, the Woodhead line, and it was 1500 volts DC. But technology
okay.
changed quite quickly, and it was only in 1960 they were energizing the West Coast main line at 25,000 volts AC. And of course, the advantages
Okay.
are that you need less base stations because it's higher current.
Yeah, transmission degradation.
And
Yeah.
also you can have thinner wire, so you can put the masts further apart as well, which saves money on the infrastructure as well. So if you look at the masts where in my local station, they're like chunkier and they're closer together because the knitting that for the wires was so much thicker and therefore heavier.
Yep.
Anyway, so what happened was, they stopped using the freight stuff in 1980, but it wasn't until I think it was like 1984 that they started that they still had the old local trains that would just go to Hatfield and back, stopping service. They shut the line beyond Hatfield. It's still that way. So they used to have a railway depot at Reddish, which was 1500 volts, and it did the locos and the units. But when they
Wait, Han, before you continue,
Yep.
you've frozen for me, and I really want to hear this story. So I'm going to let you know when you come back
Okay.
for me.
All right.
I'm
Has it
really
frozen
sorry
for me?
about this.
So I think the problem is that
It is
you're,
definitely on mine. I might
Are you back?
fire up my
I'm going
browser.
to do a couple
Okay,
of things.
you're good.
Okay, right.
Sorry,
You're good.
I'm going to do a couple. Or
So
is,
what
are
happened
you
was-
almost finished, Laura?
Yeah, I'm not far off. Don't worry. So what happened was the railway depot that they had for the DC electric trains for the area. Well, obviously, when you've only got 6 units and you've just got rid of like 40 locos, there's really not the need for the big depot anymore. So they just they moved it to Longsight Depot, which was the AC electric depot. But what they would do is, if you can imagine the station, you'd have like some, the 1500 volt lines going there, and then the rest of it was all, 25. Well, so what they would do is they drop the pantograph and they get a loco and they tow it there to do any cleaning and repair work or whatever. And unfortunately, one day someone made a mistake and they pressed the pantograph up button accidentally. So you had 25,000 volts going through something with 1500 volts DC, AC to DC, and it was like, it caught fire.
Yeah. Oh,
Drama.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, things would melt.
Yeah,
Fire, melting, chaos.
yeah. The transformer
Explosion.
exploded.
Yeah.
Dogs and cats living together.
Yeah, because like I say, with DC, it was literally going from, from the pantograph via the controls to the motors. I mean, there was a rectifier that dropped it down. Sorry,
Yeah.
down to 750 volts DC. But even so,
Yep.
That was
That's
sort of the
hardcore.
thing. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go through a couple of
Wow.
things. I just want to hat tip Richard for doing a Lego Star Destroyer and TARDIS. And Ray's asked, has anyone bought the
Okay,
children's book? Go to
I'm
Fuck to
going
Sleep.
to restart my browser.
All right, you restart. I haven't bought it, but I have read it, and I've heard Samuel L. Jackson read it, which is pretty freaking cool. And I think, do you have trolley buses, or is that an Eastern European thing? Okay.
We used to have trams, which is the same thing, streetcar, trolleybuses, same story. So we had trams all over the country, including where I live, but they removed that in the 1960s. However, Blackpool kept theirs for a long time. That's been modernised. But places like Manchester, we've now got a modern, we call it the Metrolink, Manchester Metrolink. And that's, and we've got a number of them around the country now. So we've got one in Edinburgh, Croydon, Nottingham, Birmingham has got one, Sheffield has got quite a big one. But Manchester was the first one to start them, called light rail vehicles. But they go effectively. You got the old railway lines that they ran on, and they shut them down, and then had a bit in the middle of the city to join them up. And so now, you can get the trams, but they go from where I live as well.
Ooh,
I mean,
nice.
it's I have a great, I'm in a great place. Literally outside my building, I've got 2 bus routes. 3 actually. 3 bus routes. 2 that go to Manchester in different routes. I've got the trams just around the, up the way. I've got 2 train stations nearby, and I'm on the flight path to Manchester Airport as well. So, and if you want to go the slow way, there's the canals as well.
Travel by canal.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can hire a canal boat, but
Yeah.
Not many people use it for traveling to work.
No, it doesn't seem like a commuter thing. All right. So
Although
two
weirdly,
things.
probably have the least amount of traffic.
Yeah. Two things I'm going to say. It's a long time since I've broken a glass, and I didn't break this on stream, but I have two of
That would be embarrassing.
Glass. I went out to get a new piece of ice. I was in the kitchen, and big chunk of ice, and I just kind of went to drop it in the glass, and it hit the edge of the glass and fucking broke it. Ooh, Dr. Abigail disappeared again. So I actually broke a glass, so I've got to get. Well, I might get a replacement for it, but it is a long time since I've broken one. And also, Strictly Sega, if you're still there, this is actually probably going to put me to bed. This will be the limit of what I can do with another old-fashioned. But I made one earlier that was half the cask strength Texas whiskey and half twofold, and it was friggin' awesome. And I thought, for comparison, I'm just going to make one that was half the Texas whiskey and half Nova. He's going to watch Silver Bullet. Is that the old Gene Wilder movie? Is that what he was talking about? I must have missed that.
That's Silver Streak.
Yes. Oh God, Laura, you're good on the trivia. That's Silver Streak. Yeah,
I'm a vast suppository of information.
definitely. You definitely are. Oh well, that was a good one.
I did enjoy
a werewolf movie. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Strictly Sega's doing Spooky Month and watching one or two spooky movies every day for October, which is a noble pursuit. I'm probably going to watch at least one or two movies. I want to watch. We were talking about it last night. John Woo's remake of The Killer. I definitely want to watch that this weekend. Got to watch. I think we're at the series finale of Rings of Power. I've got to watch that. I think it's going to be a lot of rain.
Wait till Abigail gets here because she'll probably know everything about these things.
Oh wow, Dr. Abigail's having weird troubles. Look at that. There's two Dr. Abigails and neither of them are working.
Obviously, we'll need the third one to get the.
I know. We need a trinity. Do it. Damn.
Probably restart a computer now.
So Silver Bullet was a 90s werewolf movie. I'm trying to think. Last werewolf movie I saw that I liked was a British one called Dog Soldiers, and that's from 20 years ago. It's Sean Pertwee, John Pertwee's son. It's really good. If you've never seen it, Dog Soldiers is really good.
I've got two movies. They're not spooky stories.
Yeah.
They're more thriller type ones, but like on the edge kind of of your safe territory. And so the first one is The Hitcher, Rutger Hauer.
Oh, that's a classic. I friggin' love that movie. That's so good.
I watched the new version. It's garbage by comparison.
Of course. Why the hell? Like, remakes 99 times out of 100 are terrible.
Okay, look. Can someone explain to me why is it they keep trying to remake good movies? Why don't they try and remake bad movies?
I've seen that as a meme. Why not remake bad adaptations where the source material was good but the movie was bad? And they remake good movies, and it's dumb as hell. Although sometimes they do it quite obscure. I remember them doing a remake of Cabin Fever, which is a pretty obscure one. Hey, Dr. Abigail, how's it going?
I think it worked.
It's working now.
It is.
Oh no, yes, she's there.
Do you know how I got this to work?
How'd you get it to work?
Laptop.
Switched it off and switched it on again?
Oh.
Microsoft Edge. Fucking
gosh, you're on
Microsoft
the edge.
You're really licking the bottom of the toilet if you're going that far.
I know.
I know. It could be worse. I could be
Spoiler
using
alert,
Chrome.
I'm on Microsoft Edge. Oh no, Dr. Abigail froze. I thought she was just giving me a look. But
that's not a fortunate. That's not rather an unfortunate place to be.
I look, genuinely, I've seen worse freezes of myself. Definitely. No, you're back. Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake! It's freezing again. It's doing it again. It's not even the browser. It's something else.
Have you okay,
Oh.
two suggestions. Number
Oh.
one, has one of your cats or has your cat gone and nibbled at a wire?
No.
Or
That
number
is not it.
two, have you restarted your router?
My what? You mean my router?
Router. We call them a router.
Root is a completely
Oh,
different
wow.
word here in
Oh my
Australia.
gosh. TARDIS control. I'm just sorry. I'm
Oh,
looking at
that
this
is
board.
awesome.
TARDIS console.
Daleks
Oh my,
in the
that's
TARDIS.
so cool.
That is
And everyone
very
with their
cool.
Sonics.
Yep.
Oh, and then we've got a Star Destroyer and Luke and Darth. Oh my god. Okay, so those are on the Discord if you want to see them in full size. That's hella cool.
I think my favorite sort of Star Warsy type thing is and welcome to Jerry Springer. On today, we have the brother and sister of the kiss and the dad who didn't say.
Okay.
I probably didn't hear that at all because she's frozen again.
Again, I thought she was giving you a look for saying that. I'm so easily confused.
Oh, by the way, talking about a catastrophe,
Yeah.
I tried something the other day that I thought, well, maybe it'll work, and it turns out that it didn't. So I tried making my own pina colada.
Okay.
So I've got some oh crikey, it was called Famous White Rum. Who makes famous probably the
I know.
Smirnoff.
God, I'm getting it in my head. Is it a coconut rum or is
No,
Malibu?
it's just a white. It's just a white rum.
Is it Malibu?
No, it's not a coconut one.
Okay. Bacardi?
Bacardi. So I've got a bottle of Bacardi,
English got it.
and I thought, right, okay, well, I tried getting the coconut cream, but it turns out to make coconut cream, you get something that looks like a bar of soap that you have to kind of shred and mix up and stuff, and I just couldn't seem to get it right.
Okay.
And so this week I decided to buy some coconut milk.
Yeah.
And so and pineapple juice and just pour it all in one glass, and that didn't work at all.
Right.
Obviously, I've got the system wrong.
So the easy way to make your own cream of coconut milk and sugar. 50% coconut milk, 50% sugar in a saucepan, just gentle simmer so the sugar completely dissolves.
Mm-hmm.
Bingo, cream of coconut. You can find some people will add little things like orange blossom water or vanilla or something, and you can do that. And it also, I don't know, look up Steve the Bartender or something. Some of the YouTube channels who show you how to make cream of coconut. It's dead easy. In simple terms, it's 50% coconut milk and 50% sugar, which just gives you a hint of how unhealthy it is.
Yeah.
I make it semi-regularly. I don't have any at the moment because I've got 6 different sugar syrups in my fridge. And it's like, God damn it, I have to finish some of these before. But I always went, oh, I'll make this sugar syrup with a different base. So and it's like, for fuck's sake, you've got 6 different sugar syrups. Just friggin' use one of them up, for God's sake.
And is it okay to use the Bacardi and that and the pineapple juice and then your cream of coconut mix?
Yeah. There are also some very, very good and lighter pina colada variants out there. One of my favorite YouTube channels, buddy Uncle Pete, Uncle Pete's Cocktail Shop, which is a great name for a channel. He actually works in a bar. He just posted a video of interesting pina colada variants. I've done a couple in the last year. But I mean, you can just look up online, pina colada variants, and there are some really good ones. A lot of them are much lighter than a traditional pina colada because the cream of coconut and the pineapple juice can be a bit heavy and a bit overly sweet.
Hmm.
So you get some that are much lighter. Oh, Dicklands. I mean, well, dude, you own Dicklands. We could do whatever we want with Dicklands. If you want to code different stuff in there where we can be sharing things. That's the thing. Safa, I'm with you, man. I love wholesome food shows. American food shows tend to be really aggressive and competitive, but you get like everything from the Great British Bake Off to all the Bake Off spin-offs and whatnot. But you do get a lot of really quite wholesome cooking shows, and they're visual comfort food. They're making actual comfort food. The show's visual comfort food. Dr. Abigail. Why I can. Oh no, she froze again. It was working. I am over this
I
shit.
shall uncross my fingers because obviously I didn't even get that far.
Yeah. So I don't know if Strictly Sega. No, it's frozen. No, you're there. You're there. Okay.
It's hit and miss at this point.
Oh my god.
I will
Sorry.
keep my fingers crossed, and not that it'll do
Who knows
anything.
what's-
'Cause,
Who knows what's going to happen?
This is just in case Strictly Sega watches this back after he watches his werewolf movie. While the Twofold and Strong Whiskey Old Fashioned was good, the Nova and Strong Whiskey Old Fashioned is fucking awesome. It's so good. I also may be more drunk than I was when I drank the Twofold one. That might be contributing to it. But
Funny how that works.
by the way, I was going to
very
mention. I mentioned 2 movies. The Hitcher was the
yes.
third.
Oh yes, you only mentioned one of them. What's the second one?
Yeah, the second one is Shallow Grave.
I watched that. It's stuff in the attic of the
Yeah,
house?
it's Ewan McGregor and a couple of other
Yes.
people. A guy played the first new. What's it? Christopher Eccleston played the first new Doctor.
Yes, younger Chris
and
Eccleston,
a girl, I can't remember.
and
'cause
Ewan
I don't remember
McGregor,
seeing her or
yeah.
anything after this.
Yeah,
But anyway, basically, they're friends. They get another guy to move in, and he dies, and they find money. And the people who own the money come looking. That's the short version of it. I don't want to spoil it, but basically the paranoia infects their friendship, and that's the key part of it. The ending was the first time I watched it on TV. My mouth was literally hanging open. I'm not exaggerating. I was literally like that. Honestly, I looked like a blow-up doll or one of those
okay.
chickens that you squeeze and makes noises.
Yeah,
Honestly, I was just like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, territory.
Yeah. I did watch that when it came out. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I don't want, like I say, I don't want to spoil it. Watch it; it's brilliant. It's Danny Boyd who Slumdog
Yes, it's an
Millionaire.
early Danny Boyd film. Yes.
It was. I think it was his first movie. Actually, it was about
It might have been his
1992
first.
or
Yes.
something. I think it was before Trainspotting.
And before 28 Days Later.
Yes. Although ironically, Christopher Eccleston was in that as well.
Yeah. And he's going 28 years later is going to come out next year. Rumors Cillian Murphy might be in 28 years later as well. But also, just while we're talking about movies, and tiny spoiler, there's a Western on Netflix called Old Henry, which is definitely worth watching. But you made me think of it with the money and stuff going wrong. At one point, this guy, the farmer, who is Old Henry, when he's riding out, he finds this guy who's injured and he's probably, would probably die if left alone. And he goes to him and he finds it's like a saddlebag full of money. And he just looks at guy who's been shot, saddlebag full of money, and he goes, nope. It's just like so obviously trouble.
Ewan McGregor young in the early 90s.
Oh, that's big hair. That hair is so big.
Yeah.
My God. Incredible. And yes, Trainspotting was a documentary. I read the book. The book is really good.
I've
It's
never watched
different to
it.
the movie. They're both good.
I've never watched it. I've tried watching it twice, but I only got about like 20 minutes in or something like that, where he's swimming in a toilet and it just turned
That
me
was
off.
hilarious. It's like, because he's trying to detox, and so he's had like a tranquilizer suppository, but then because heroin makes you constipated and he stopped taking heroin, so he has to take a shit, and he goes into that, and that's why he's in there, and he has to get the suppository back when he takes a massive shit. But I love the way he works into, like, goes into the toilet, and then the caption is the worst toilet in Scotland.
I still keep thinking to make that Australian tourist board video.
Yeah.
And it's the start of Avatar, where the guy's saying basically everything here will kill you.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, seriously, you want to see a Tourism Australia video? There's a new series called Return to Paradise, which is a spin-off of the Death in Paradise crime shows from the UK, and set in Australia. And you look at it, and the whole show is meant to make English people jealous that they don't live in Australia. It's incredible. Oh yeah, I agree, Megaleech. That Ewan McGregor was very much a young Jesus image, definitely. Oh, while we're talking about Ewan McGregor, one of the more recent things he's done is a series called Gentlemen in Moscow, which is good. I did find myself occasionally just shouting at the screen, "Shut the fuck up, you counter-revolutionary prick! You fucking deserve it." But anyway, oh yes. We're talking about all the good bits in Trainspotting. Yeah, when Begbie throws a pint glass off the balcony and hits a woman and is starting off a big thing, and then Begbie goes down and goes, "Right, we're not leaving until some cunt owns up to doing that," because he's just trying to start a fight. He threw the pint glass, and when someone arcs up, Begbie just fucking punches them. And it's like Begbie's insane. And in both the book and in the sequel T20, it really brings home Begbie is dangerous and scares the shit out of everyone, because Begbie will fucking kill you. The rest of them are all miscreants and drug abusers and whatnot, but Begbie is absolutely unhinged and dangerous. And yes, I watched all of Gentlemen in Moscow. I did enjoy it. I thought it was a good series. But like I said, I couldn't hold back occasionally from shouting at Ewan McGregor's character, "Shut the fuck up, you counter-revolutionary prick," because he's an aristocrat who gets like house imprisonment in a hotel after the revolution.
If you ever come to the UK again, I got a really, really important warning for you. You think Australia's got it tough? We've got a place in the UK called Midsummer.
You got what?
We've got a place in the UK called Midsummer.
I know there's a movie called Midsummer.
No, there's a TV show called Midsummer Murders. It's like a village, but the body count is huge.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a whole cottage industry of murders in quaint English country towns.
Yeah, well, this is like they just decided to have one town, one little country village, where all this stuff happens.
Yeah.
You know, it's basically, it would be like you know, Angela Lansbury going to, you know, like a little town.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and all of the murders happen there. You know, it's. You know, I always used to joke if I ever saw Angela Lansbury, "It's Angela Lansbury, run!"
Yeah, she's clearly a murderer and she's blaming other people. But yeah, but it's like Mrs. Angry's mum lived in the Cotswolds. And oh wait, speaking of murder, Dr. Abigail's back. You back?
Booted my computer.
Oh, you rebooted the computer. Well, that works. So I was just going to say,
it's like it came good this time.
It does look like it. A lot of those quaint English murder things in small towns.
I may have become Scottish in the process.
Yeah,
I have a feeling that might be a combination of Scottish, Welsh, and South African.
Yeah, Just a true multinational. But yeah, a lot of these quaint English murder mystery things are in the Cotswolds. And Mrs. Angry's mum was living in the Cotswolds, and she actually had a book, like a novel, one of these crime things, called Murder in the Cotswolds. And then there was another one that was something in the Cotswolds. And I was looking at, is there a third one called What the Fuck is Happening in the Cotswolds? Because in these tiny little towns, just terrible murders are happening. And it's like, damn.
I used to have a joke about how there's a town called Denton in a TV show called Frost, which is, oh gosh, I've forgotten his name now. Del Boy in Only Fools and Horses. I've forgotten his name.
Oh God! Now you're getting obscure. I've only watched bits and pieces of Only Fools and Horses. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so knowing trains as I do, most of the time it's shot on the line up to Aylesbury, and so you see 165s, and every now and again you'll see a video from somewhere way far away. So it'll be like up in. I love 141 in West Yorkshire PTE livery, which is like 200 miles away from it.
I love that you notice that, and it takes you out of it. It's like Dr. Abigail being in the deep lore of Star Wars or Tolkien, and I'm not as deep into it, so I'm just going, oh, that stands okay on its own. And Dr. Abigail goes, no, because it's contradicting this and this and this and this. And you're watching a thing and you're just going, no, that train's 200 miles away.
Yes. Oh, no, I mean, another example was I was watching, there was a show called Birds of a Feather. And, two sisters, whatever. Yes. And their son, one of them, her son's going to like Southampton or something. It's like, that's London Marylebone. You can't get from London Marylebone to the south. You can't. It's pointing north. You would have to go to Birmingham to be able to go south.
That's the trouble with having deep arcane knowledge on anything. They do something to accommodate the lowest common denominator, and everyone just goes, yeah, okay. But and you're going, no, that's wrong.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct.
I can't even watch.
The population is like, ugh.
I can't even watch The Lord of the Rings now without screaming at Peter Jackson.
Oh my God. Holy shit. Do you know, this week I learned for the first time, I was just random shit that comes up on YouTube. They actually shot Aragorn versus Sauron at the gates.
Yes.
Oh, I had no idea they shot that.
Yeah.
They didn't use it, but they fucking shot it.
Yeah. So what made the theatrical cut? They replaced Sauron with the troll at the end.
Yeah, but that's literally
why he fought a troll. Yeah, but it was supposed to be actual Sauron. Yes.
Yeah, it was on YouTube, and it's a bunch of really low-res stuff. And then there was actual storyboard pictures, but the text goes, "They really shot this."
Yes. Yeah,
and
wasn't there appendices on the DVD extras?
I've never seen it on any of the DVD extras.
Okay, because I knew about that years ago.
This was a relatively new YouTube video. Like, it was only uploaded this year. Like, someone found some real low-res test footage.
Yeah, because I have known about that for a while, but
I literally did not know till this week.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I had a comical thing with my friend the other day where there was something in my local newspaper website saying that Sean Bean was filming something in Manchester. And and sort of the first comment that my friend is like, is he going to die in it? Because he seems to die in pretty much everything.
He dies in everything, Sean.
And it's
he refuses to do anything anymore where he dies in it.
Yeah, it's like, okay, let's just
movie he dies in.
So what happened was I went to IMDb. It's like, did he die in that? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't die in that one. Wait a minute. No, he died in that one, didn't? Yeah. So it took quite a while to find one that I knew he hadn't died in.
Yeah, I I've mentioned this before, but another person who dies in the vast majority of stuff they're in is Charles Dance. And in the 90s in Sydney, before I moved to Melbourne, I was in a shared house and there was a guy in the house who looked so much like Charles Dance. And he was an absolute fucking prick. And once me and the other housemates found out, like, it's like, oh yeah, he looks like Charles Dance. Everyone says he looks like Charles Dance. Then we found out Charles Dance dies in almost everything he's in. So we used to rent Charles Dance movies just to see him die.
Hang on. My cat just dropped the stinkiest poop. I gotta go sort this.
Oh, you gotta
Be
fix
back.
that up. Fair enough. Brandon Lee had a realistic death scene. Oh, that's harsh.
By the way, I noticed something a short while ago that if I just sort of lean over this way a little bit, it looks like there's two screens and the other person's gone away for a while or something.
Yes, that little bit there looks like someone else's background. Yeah.
Yeah. The problem is, it's bloody camera. My old camera used to be able to zoom in, so I would just have that.
Yeah.
But for this one, it doesn't. I just don't know, and I can't seem to find any software that allow me to zoom it in without having to use OBS or something. And then you're streaming a video feed, and it's just I just want to come on and just press a button and go on, and that's it.
For sure. So Safa saying there's a film being shot in Bright, Victoria, a Netflix thriller written by a local filmmaker. Someone who was in Reacher is playing the lead. War Machine. Team of Army Rangers counter an unimaginable. Sounds like aliens. If it's an unimaginable threat, sounds like aliens. Okay, Raze, you're off to work. Oh god damn. Yes, no, fucking yeah. Jukebox. Yeah, Raze, this is a very left field thing, and you won't find these specific things, but if you find something called a shrub, which is essentially a cordial that's vinegar based, is a really good mixer for mocktails, just like that, and soda water or Sprite or something is really good. I got these two on the weekend and they fucking kick ass. Mandarin and cherry shrub, really good.
That poop was apocalyptic in scale.
Nuclear
That cat.
poop.
Oh, he's a big cat.
Yeah. Oh, that was Big Cat. Okay, yeah.
Oh, God.
Do you know what?
Oh, yeah.
My ex-friend who used to live upstairs, I say ex-friend, I haven't seen him for donkey's years, but anyway. So he had a Staffordshire Bull Terrier, which looked like a gremlin if you had food. The problem is that I could not eat food there, because if you were sat eating food, they'd be trying to eat it out your hand. So the only way to do it would be to stand up. And so when you've got this Staffordshire Bull Terrier with the ears that they've got, their ears sort of fold back and just go, and it looks like a gremlin,
Yeah.
But the thing is, they used to feed it a food called Butcher's Choice. And
Okay.
Butcher's Choice is like chunky real meat kind of thing, but it's the shit you feed, that most people don't eat. But it was good. It was good quality meat, The problem is it kind of stunk a bit, especially if it took a shit, which it would do in the apartment, and he wouldn't straight away, which is. But if it farted, oh Jesus, you knew it was a butcher's choice dog.
Oh, that sounds nasty. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I got a fun one. It's a Sean Bean related one. So the Arecibo Observatory in Puerto Rico.
I'm aware of the existence of it. Yes.
So I'm screen sharing for you. So if you remember, they used it in GoldenEye, and they ended up having a fight on the top of it, and then he falls down, and then chunk comes off and splats him. That's how he's killed. He's killed by the radar, by the signal receiver. Here's an amusing little thing. They had a bit of an issue with it a number of years ago, and one of the cables broke, and so this is what happened.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, chunks a little bit taken down, but yeah, it's
that looks significantly destroyed.
All I'm seeing is just a loading thing.
Yeah, I think that's a you problem, Abigail.
There you
Ugh.
go. That's what happened when the cable broke.
Damn.
Ugh.
So a piece of it came off.
Yeah.
You can see how. Can
Oh.
you see how the long bit's sticking down?
Yeah.
It's kind of
I
missing a
want
bit.
to see.
Share it on the Discord so Dr. Abigail doesn't feel left out, Laura.
Well, it's a bit difficult to share on the Discord because, of course, it's just the it's just Google Earth. So I'm showing what Google Earth shows. Let me
Well-
try. Let me do it again. Let's see if it works this time for her. Okay, try again.
Trying again. All right. Do you see anything, Abigail? No,
Nah.
not working. Wow, your internet is really fucking you over tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, NBN is fucked, yo. Oh, for some reason. Hang on. What?
What?
Oh, no, my internet's connected.
Hey,
so-
maybe try
I mean,
watching the
obviously,
live
but-
stream so you can see the video
Oh,
and the tabs.
Go
no,
over
it was-
to YouTube and just.
for some reason, it was connected on Wi-Fi and not via.
Oh, you weren't using your
internet.
cable.
Yeah, for some reason. Okay,
Damn.
but
Okay.
yeah, maybe I should watch it on YouTube. But then
Yeah.
it's gonna be streaming twice.
I know, which is
You
probably
just
gonna fuck up
one.
your
It's only
bandwidth.
going to be for a few moments. So,
Yeah.
so if you want, I'll do it again now. So if you turn the stream on.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm saying.
Yeah, so this is just the dish, and a bit of it fell off and went through, and then one of the cables broke, and the rest of it went as well.
That seems like a very friggin' expensive problem.
Yeah, that's the reason why they decided to stop using it,
Damn.
because it's
That-
like rebuilding it would be very, very expensive.
Oh, that's the big one. That's
That's the big one.
Arecibo.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the famous one.
Yes.
That's where they shot Contact and the
Yeah.
first act of Contact
Catastrophic
and
failure.
So now they're taking it all apart. You know,
yeah.
a real shame.
I mean, it was old.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It served its purpose, but yeah.
Yeah, turns out, I think if I remember correctly, it was in a volcano.
Nice.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
kind of funny, you know. It's
volcano.
like I'm amazed nobody thought, "Hey, we could turn that into it looks like a solar observatory," but yeah, you know, something opens and it's a bond layer.
So funny, they stopped funding it. It started to break, and then it went down fully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Stopped funding it.
It's a funny thing how that happens, isn't it? You stop funding it and then it breaks. 'Cause no one's-
That is a thing because it's expensive, and if you don't have the money, it's gonna break.
Oh, speaking about, so Safa asked me about the tram system and whether you can use. I forgot what it was he asked. Something like some fee or something. I can't remember. Such a long time ago, it doesn't matter. But
We're gonna let that go. He asked you something, and
yeah,
we forgot.
No, I haven't seen Nelson and Gentleman no more. Oh, okay. I didn't even see it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Anyway, the question was something like, "Do we have this way to pay for the trams or something? A card." They've got an Oyster card in London, which works on all the public transport stuff. You charge it up. Oh, there it is. There you go. We have Mikey.
Yeah, that's
in
the
Manchester-
public transport here.
In Manchester, we got these things called credit cards. with
Yeah.
smart chips on them, and you just have a little box thing, and you just go like that, and you beep, and it beeps you in, and then when you get to the other end, you beep it out again, and
Yeah.
then when you're coming home, you beep in to get on the tram, and then when you get to the end, you beep out, and then it charges you whatever you travelled that day. So it's
Yeah, they're
good.
working on updating the public transport in Melbourne so you can use phones and credit cards for the transport. I was personally enraged when they did away with the individual tickets, and so they got rid of the ticket machines. So, like, you could just, if you were going somewhere and go, oh my God, there's the tram, and you ran to catch the tram, there was a ticket machine on the tram, and you could get on and go, I'm going to buy a ticket now. And then they changed it to this thing like you have to buy a ticket before you ever get on the tram. And that's some fucking bullshit as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Mind you, it was even better in the old days when the trams had conduct. There was a number of reasons why it was better when there were conductors on the trams. First, because they were wonderful people, and they would give you information about the route and where you were. But I had a few friends who were trammies, and they were kind of anarchists. They were like, "I'm not taking money off anyone," and they'd have people trying to give them money, and they're going, "You're fine." And the person's going, "No, I have to buy a ticket." And it's going, "Sure, okay, I'll take." They were just like, I'm not a snitch. I'm not ratting anyone out." And they got rid of them. And that was a travesty, getting rid of the tram conductors, because they were awesome. And fuck neoliberal ideas of efficiency and whatnot.
So we have ticket machines on the platforms for the tram. So you can, most of the time, I will buy a ticket. Mainly because I'm terrible forgetfulness, and I will tag in and then forget to tag out.
Yeah. Well, we have this regular thing like, okay, so my station, you can go in and get on a train without swiping your ticket, which results in me forgetting to do it some mornings. And a lot of suburban stations are like that. You can just go in. Whereas in the city, you can't go in or out of the station without your ticket. But it's like there are these ticket inspectors waiting there, and you come in and you go like your Mikey, and you go to get out, and you go, it won't let me out. And they're just like, yeah, you didn't tap on. And they just get a thing and they swipe you through. Because if they try and make a scene and go, you're in trouble, I'm going to fine you, you just go, I did tap on, there's something wrong with your system. And all you have to do is contest it, and they let it go, because their ticket scanning things are unreliable and are inconsistent, and they cannot afford to have that precedent established in a court. And so if you didn't swipe on, or you thought you did and it didn't work, and they go, I'm going to fine you, and they take your details, you go, cool. You don't make a scene, you just go, cool. And then when you get the thing going, I'm contesting it because I did swipe on, your ticket machine was broken. They'll go, cool, the ticket machine was broken. Because they cannot afford to have the precedent set in a court.
It's not,
because once that's a precedent, then it's like, because I've literally had them go like, well, it's your responsibility to make sure it works. And I went, no, it's your responsibility to have ticket readers that work. Okay. It's that simple. And it's just like, but the thing is, you don't cause a scene. You don't start a fight.
Yeah.
Because if you start a fight, they'll fuck you up, or they'll call someone who will fuck you up.
I haven't tapped on my key in so long, because I live so close
to the free zone,
the public the tram, the free tram zone.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
and I mean, it's not like I only travel in the free tram zone.
Yeah.
But I very rarely see ticket inspectors anyway. So
I have not seen them for a long time, actually.
Yeah. It's like they're I saw some the other day, to be fair. But they were getting on just as I was getting off the tram. And I just know how to keep my cool around them. I don't panic or anything.
You definitely
And
don't.
like half the time, like I just know how to talk to them, and or like sometimes you'll get nice ticket inspectors.
Most of the time they're okay.
Yeah, like one time they asked if I had a ticket, and I said, technically I do. And I said, do you mind if I tap it on now? And just as I was saying that, someone else, one of the other ticket inspectors, came up to the woman who was the ticket inspector talking to me, and he said, oh, is everything okay here? And she said, the ticket inspector talking to me, yeah, everything's cool. And she let me tap on.
Yeah, because
Awesome. That's the kind of ticket inspector
Yeah.
you want.
What regularly happens on trams is the machines aren't working at the point you get on, and they do some reset thing. I've had this because I go on much longer tram trips than you.
Yep.
Not all the time, but quite regularly, you got the little red light, like the ticket readers just aren't working. And you go, fuck it, whatever. I'm going to go sit down and see. And somewhere along the line, it like reboots and comes back on.
Yeah.
And I've had ticket inspectors come on after that and go, you didn't check on it. And I went, the things weren't working. They're working now. And I said, they weren't working, and it was little red lights on everything when I came on. And they go, and they tried half-heartedly to go, well, it's your responsibility to go. And I went, no, I came on the tram and none of the things were working. I did not have line of sight on any of the scanners. There were people between me and the scanners. I had no way of knowing they were working again. And they knew they were copying the L at that point, and they just went, and I said, I have no problem with scanning it now, because I go, but don't fucking tell me it's my responsibility to know when your stupid fucking ticket machines that weren't working now are working.
On a busy tram. Yeah.
So for Manchester, they come as an army.
Oh, are the yellow ones all ticket inspectors?
Yeah, the yellow ones, the ones.
Still
There's
can't
those at
see
the other end as well. You can just about see some at the other end.
Okay.
So you'll have like 20 on a little tiny station, all ticketed at the same time. And the thing is that this time of the year, when it's get a bit cold, and they wear the big coats and they're like chunky blokes, and it's like, bloody hell, they look like it's like an army of yellow-clad bouncers taking tram tickets.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, bloody hell, you know. What I am amazed at, though, is that, like, say, ours, you just tag in, you tag out at each end, or you buy a ticket. And the first time I started tagging in and out, it's like, well, what happens if the ticket inspectors come and they want to check? And they just scan it on the machines like, yep, you paid. They already know that I tagged in like 10 minutes ago or 20 minutes ago, or whatever it was. I thought, that's interesting.
Yeah.
The reason, like I say, the reason why I tend to buy a ticket is because I'm forgetful and I keep forgetting to tag in and out. But the ticket machines are a pain in the ass to use. Not because it's fine, you select the ones, it's easy to do that. It's not that. It's how you get the ticket. So you've got like a little scoop kind of thing with a flap door to stop you sticking your hand in and grabbing all the money or something like that. But it's such a tiny amount of thing, and I've got fat fingers. So, so you've got like, if you can imagine, there's the slot, and you've only got that amount of space to get you fit, and the ticket's on the other side. So you've got to kind of go like underneath and scoop it out. Well, I've got normal-ish fingers other than being a bit fat. I've got a friend who's got like craggy hands. Gonna break their fingers trying to use one of these things, like skinny little fingers that have weird angles on, so yeah, it just love the system.
Right, Dr. Abigail, what was that?
Rain, I cannot parse your question. Have Abigail check
Oh
from
no,
YouTube.
that wasn't a question. That was a suggestion when you couldn't see stuff.
Oh,
Check on
Ah,
YouTube.
I
as
still
a
can't
result.
parse that. Have Abigail check. Oh,
That was a suggestion to me. Hey,
oh,
have Abigail check on YouTube.
okay, okay, yep. I think I get it now.
Laura bragging about her
Yep.
fingers being too big for the slots.
There's an innuendo there. I don't exactly know it, but I already know that.
No,
it's
Megaleech has gone for the innuendo there.
Yeah.
It's we're going back to Dicklands.
Yeah.
We really have. I was thinking. Now I'm thinking of King Charles's sausage fingers. That was that was a whole thing that everyone saw in the coronation and the thing of his hands, and everyone's like, "The fuck is wrong with his hands? He's got weird."
You watched
bloated
the
sausage
coronation?
fingers." I didn't, but people who did, and there were
Neither
pictures
did I.
of him holding a thing, and he's got weird bloated sausage fingers.
That's I've seen people with those. It's so weird.
I'm going to see. Okay, now I feel compelled to look up because there's a health thing that causes that.
Yeah. Okay.
What? Hang on. Does the whole thing caused by watching Prince Charles's fingers?
Definitely. I'm just looking at King Charles sausage fingers.
Sorry, I need you to show me a picture. I've never looked. I've never really.
Okay. Images. Oh my god, they're awful. They're grotesque. Sorry, I'm just going to share it on screen. A Google image search for King Charles sausage fingers. There we go.
Oh, I still can't see it.
Oh, you can't see it. But you should search on your own. King Charles sausage fingers.
Yeah. The one hand, it looks like he's got an edema where his hands have just bloated up.
It's got and I'm thinking when someone says, "What's the actual
What the
cause?"
fuck?
Mystery solved. Doctor shares medical explanation.
Yike.
Potential causes: water retention, inflammation, arthritis, infections, salt levels,
Inbreeding.
allergic reactions,
Inbreeding.
injury, autoimmune disease. Oh, that's right. There's a fancy medical term, dactylitis. Hindustani Times. There you go.
He looks like his fingers were generated by AI.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Okay, serious question for you, mainly Abigail. So, the War Games Club is talking about having a Christmas thing to go and watch the new Lord of the Rings movie. Do I need to do anything to precede it?
The new.
Do I need to have watched all of the Rings of Power to be able to understand what the fuck is going on in that movie?
No, do not watch the Rings of Power. It is complete and utter. Will just confuse everyone because it is a complete travesty
canon.
of. It's not. No, well, I mean, nothing is canon.
Well, there's that too. Yes.
But so, what is the new movie? War of the Rohirrim.
I don't know. It's the one that's coming
Or
out.
is it?
I think
the animated.
No,
the animated one.
I think it's a live action.
Oh, it's
one.
The Hunt for Gollum.
Maybe.
It's all complicated.
Because that will be set just before.
Yeah, that's between the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings.
Okay, it's Lord of the Rings: War on Rohirrim.
War of the Rohirrim.
Yes.
That's animated.
You don't need. That's the animated one, which looks like it's going to be really awesome. You don't need to know. You don't need to know much. you can read up about it. It's really a really fascinating and awesome story about Helm Hammerhand and the Helm's Deep, which wasn't called Helm's Deep at the time because it was named after Helm Hammerhand, king of Rohan at the time.
After he did,
And he wasn't even called Helm Hammerhand because he was named that after he punched and killed the dude in it'll be in the first act of the movie.
Yeah.
It's in the trailer. You see it in the trailer.
I'm sort of
But,
chuckling at the idea of like, you know, what is Prince Charles, you know, like Hammerhand, you know.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's like Prince Charles would just smother people with his big freaky sausage fingers. Just cover their face up.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm just seeing the sausage fingers from Everything Everywhere All at Once now.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
That was
The
bizarre.
sausage finger universe.
That
Yeah.
that was so bizarre. And it was the sucking on them as well, you know, which is just like, okay, I can
So,
see how I can understand how that would be a sensory interesting thing, but
So
still
the
weird.
thing about the Rings of Power is that it's set roughly two or 3,000 years before the events of Lord of the Rings or The
right.
Hobbit, and it's set in the Second Age, and also it's complete bullshit, and it takes a piss on canon and the books and Tolkien's grave, and it's just the worst.
I
It's
swear to
it's
God,
apocryphal.
the thing that cracked me up when you were railing against season 1 a while back, and because Prime spent a just unbelievable amount of money on it, hundreds of millions of dollars, and
Almost
Abigail
$1
in one
billion. Like literally almost $1 billion.
Abigail in one stream goes, and the people have never done anything before. And I'm going, oh, come on, you're exaggerating. You don't give $1 billion to someone who's never done it. And then I looked it up. They'd literally never done anything. And they somehow got control of this almost $1 billion budget from Prime. And I was like, who the fuck made that decision? That's insane.
They
That
were
is
relegated
ridiculous.
to executive producers
For
of
season 2.
season 2, and script writers. They weren't
Yeah.
weren't directors.
They weren't showrunners for season 2.
Yeah. Season 2 has all been released now. The
Yes.
finale was.
I'm going to
was
finish
this week.
watching it this weekend. Yeah.
I have. It was better than season 1, I have to admit.
It definitely was. Yeah.
But I still have opinions.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely justified
was-
opinions. Yeah.
yeah.
I just have
it-
this amusing idea of what the you know, what the what's it called, the thingy speech where you try and get someone interested in it, you know, and it's like, you know, what's going to pitch? What's going to be the pitch? Okay, it's like, okay, you know how people have spent $1 bajillion buying like the 96 hours worth of Lord of the Rings full thing. We've got an idea of making a TV series, and that's all it took.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
But what are we
So-
getting? What are we getting next year? I think we're getting Andor season 2.
I
Yeah.
thought Andor was really good.
Andor's the best.
Andor was
thing.
like
It's
one
so
of the
good.
best TV series
And
I've ever
Ro-
seen. Like, it
Rogue
was
One's
phenomenal.
one of the best Star Wars movies. You can
Oh,
argue which is your
I-
favorite. I won't say I personally it is
disagree.
my favorite, but it is up there with the best. I think
Rogue
if
One's a
someone-
hot mess.
I just love
No,
it
and
wasn't
and it wrecks the canon. It kind of
it
takes a
doesn't.
piss on. It takes a piss on A New Hope and
No, it
wrecks
doesn't. It
the
flows
time. No,
directly-
because
hard disagree.
okay,
Hard disagree.
no, because why the fuck are Leia and Darth Vader having an argument about it being a consular ship when Darth Vader literally just watched this thing scream out of orbit with the Death Star plans.
But that's what he says. You're not on any mercy mission. She's just
But
bluffing like
she
a
has
politician.
no place calling it a diplomatic mission when she literally just escaped the clutches. Like,
No,
like
disagree. Hard disagree.
he shouldn't have been there. That's what I think.
No,
If he
hard
wasn't
disagree.
there, then that's fine.
And also,
and
I want to
the
emphasize
first act of the movie,
disagreeing is fine as well.
the
I'm gonna
first
go.
act
I'm gonna go
of-
to the toilet and not be drawn into this conversation.
yeah, nah, it's yeah. This is what we call a flame war in the old days.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
actually fine with disagreeing. It's not.
Also, the pacing of the first act, and not the pacing, sorry, the just the script and the plot was just chaotic, and I just
I can see
because you're introduced to like 7 odd characters, and it was just jumping from person to person to person, and it just my head was spinning, and yeah, it was just a bit of a mess. And look, it all came together for the final act, but it just it was just a bit of a mess for me. And I mean, yeah, the final act is the awesome part. Hard agree on that. But I mean, it really does mess up the start of A New Hope, and if you watch the end of Rogue One and then the start of A New Hope, it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't.
Fundamentally disagree.
It really does.
That's
Well,
okay.
I mean, let's do it. I'm sure there is.
There's
came on.
videos on YouTube where people have spliced them together, and it goes flawlessly. It's basically there's the shoot. And why is she saying
End
stuff
of
that's
Rogue One.
implausible? Because she's a politician. She's in the rebellion, and she's been captured by the enemy. So she's just bluffing. She's
She's
just
a
going like,
politician.
"No,
She's
no."
lying. It's just not. It's a normal thing for politicians, isn't it?
Yeah, she's just bluffing. She's just going like, "Oh no, you
Yeah.
say you caught me doing that, but there's no other witnesses, and fuck you, you in your creepy black fetish armor. Also weird, dude. And
Do you know what?
goes together flawlessly.
I'm chuckling because when one Abigail said, "Okay, let's look," and it's like, "Ooh, this is what I was like on Saturday when I was having a little bit of fun with the Christian lunatic street preachers." You know, because it's like, are there any contradictions in the Bible? No. Okay, you got a Bible. Don't worry, I won't damage or anything. I'll like I'm flicking through, and like, right, that says 1 angel, that says 2 angels, that one says no angels because he was outside, never went in. Okay.
Yeah.
So these are different things, aren't they? And he's like following me all the way until these are different. These are different values. They mean different things. So if this one's true and that one's not, if this one's true, then the others aren't. So if one's true, the others are lies, aren't they? Well, you see, that's what. But you have to, the details don't matter. You just have to accept that he's just risen.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm sorry, the details don't matter on something that's supposed to be the most important thing ever. For me, the details matter.
Yeah. Well, it's just anyone who says the Bible is literally true is a fucking moron. It's
for real.
It's like you can have faith, you can be a believer, you can take it all as allegory, and that's fine. You do that, you live your life. But anyone who says the Bible is literally true is somewhere, you can do an XY axis. Fucking moron, fucking scam artist. There's somewhere on there.
Oh, okay. So I just was looking up Rogue One and A New Hope,
Yeah.
and the number one, and you'll love this.
I will. Yes.
The number one key takeaway is that those 2 smugglers that you see in both Rogue One and A New Hope. You know the
Oh.
one who fucking
They're in the
Obi-Wan cut the
cantina.
arm off. They're in the cantina. They have had the fucking craziest day.
Yeah,
That is they've had one planet blow up on them,
yes.
and then
Which they must have just escaped.
just escaped. They escaped to Tatooine and are like, okay, let's go grab a drink. This has
Let's
been
just
nuts.
have a drink.
And they
Yeah.
meet this old guy with a laser sword who cuts his fucking arm off.
Also, you reminded me of the Robot Chicken take on that, where Walrusman is an architect, and because he doesn't speak English, and
I'm going to get a promotion today.
yeah, the guy's going, he doesn't like you, and the subtitle is, I didn't say that.
I didn't say that. What are you saying?
He gets his arm cut off, and then he's trying to do a presentation at work later that day, and his arm's
Yep.
being cut off, and he gets fired. It's just like, just the whole thing of, because he didn't speak English, all his subtitles are, I didn't say that. What the fuck are you doing?
In fact, the start of it, wasn't it? Like, you know, when he first nudges or, you know, says, like,
Yeah.
he doesn't like you, you know, was the
Yeah.
thing. And it's like, love your hair, man. was the original
exactly.
sort of thing. It's
The-
like, love
the
your hair,
Robot
man. He
Chicken
doesn't like
stuff
you.
is
What?
hilarious.
I never said that. Do you know what my
And again, that's
favorite-
why I love the Robot Chicken Star Wars stuff, and they did so much, because you look at those and you go, this is done by someone who loves Star Wars, because they're so deep into the arcana in here. This is not a casual someone going, Star Wars is stupid and I'm above it and I'm going to make fun of it. This is made by someone who's what, I've watched every movie 100 times and I know all the arcana about every minor character, and now I'm just going to do some weird, absurdist comedic shit around it. It's beautiful stuff. And I'm going to go to bed because I've lasted way longer than I have all week. But
Oh,
I
you
am-
have COVID.
I have COVID.
You
I
have
had
fucking COVID. It's only 11:30.
I had a huge wave of tiredness in the mid-afternoon, and then I kind of recovered from it. Oh, I don't
Yeah,
think I've
okay.
lasted
Because
past.
I was
like-
about to call you a softie. You're the
I am. No, I'm a softie.
the plush section of Dicklands.
Yeah.
but,
Ooh, Dickland's plushies. I mean, that's a whole thing.
Can I just finish
But-
with two quick Star Warsy things?
Yeah.
You do have
So one,
COVID.
Robot Chicken, my favorite little clip is it's Boba Fett in his dressing gown, and the mailman comes, and the mailman says, "Mr. Feet, Mr. Bob A. Feet," and he just goes, "Yeah, whatever, give it here," and it gave me the giggles.
Yeah.
And the second
Yep.
one is a picture, a cartoon that someone drew, and it just makes me chuckle. Screen
What's
sharing
it?
it. It's the worst bit is I knew they were the droids they're looking for, but when this old guy says they're not, I kind of get all confused. And oh, honey, if I go to work tomorrow, I'm getting force choked for sure.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah. I even see a little one of just someone in a stormtrooper uniform holding his head in his hands going, those were the droids I was looking for. Or the other one was like, I had friends on that Death Star.
ooh, yeah.
I like the one where Imperial naval officers just pretend they're getting force choked.
Yes, that's a Robot Chicken
And-
one. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're just like humoring Vader.
Yeah, they come back with a false mustache and Vader doesn't notice the
Mm.
difference.
There's
Like,
another one.
no, it doesn't work. We just humor him. And it's just like,
Yeah, there's another little one which is like the Family Guy one, and it's like, you know, where the laser beam shoots out the Death Star, and they're in the tunnel, and there's some guys there, and there's just nothing but a chasm behind them, and you know, it's like, yeah, we talked to the boss about getting some kind of safety fence or something, but you know, they said they couldn't have it because you know we'd start, you know, they said we're worried about having us leaning, you know, and it just like. Yeah, you're not allowed to have a rest. You might end up leaning on the fence or something rather than doing your job or something. I just
There
thought
was-
those sorts of things are
It
fun.
was, I think it was a column in The Onion, of all things, from years ago. And it was headlined like, an explanation about exhaust ports from a Death Star designer. And he's just going like, everyone gives me a hard time, but there's a massive fucking nuclear reactor at the core of and if we don't vent it occasionally, the whole thing's going to fucking explode. And honestly, the vent's only this wide, and who knew they were going to fire a missile straight down it?
Not only that,
He's
the
going,
physics
why
of
is
it-
everyone on my case? I had to have a vent for the nuclear reactor.
Yeah.
The physics of it
Oh,
is
and
because you got a tiny vent and a tiny missile. I was like, well, hang on, is it not going to like rattle on its way on the way down? No, it just goes straight in. It's like, well, what?
in the
Is it on a rail?
expanded universe, novels, the proton missiles were self-guided. They had AI guidance,
Which makes sense.
Anyway, there's an ethical dilemma in there for sure.
I'm sorry, my brain is going boom.
Yeah.
And
Anyway,
sorry.
in the expanded universe novels, the New Republic end up capturing a third Death Star that the Emperor was building, and of course they were non-canon after Disney bought them out. Bought out Lucas. Anyway, the way that they solved the exhaust port problem, they welded a grill over it.
That was okay. This was legit in Mad Magazine's take of Star Wars back in the 70s, when someone goes to Tarkin and says, "Sir, we never planned for attack by such small craft." And he's going, "Seriously, on a huge space station, no one put fly screens in?" And I was like,
yeah.
But,
Also,
yeah.
just one last thing before I let you go to bed.
Yeah.
But you remember the whole furor over Star Wars Acolyte?
Yes.
And you didn't understand it and all that.
And you
because
explained
liked
it extremely well. And again,
Yeah.
I was somewhat liberated by not knowing any of that, so
Yes.
I could enjoy it on its own level.
Are you aware of Red Letter Media?
I've heard of it, yes.
So they are constantly shit talking fandoms, and they're also like forever bagging movies and film, like TV shows and stuff.
Yeah.
But they're very self-referential as well, and they're very self-degrading and whatnot. And credit where credit's due, they also love a good movie. Like they really give praise where it's due. They have hot takes though, and I disagree with them a lot, and they're funny as fuck. Anyway, there's another.
I disagree with them.
Yeah. There's another YouTuber I really like his content. He goes by the name of Star Wars Theory, and I've mentioned him before. And I do have some disagreements with him, but he generally, I agree with his content a lot. And he made a video. He was doing a video about he does watch parties, and he was doing Mandalorian season 2. And the finale, when Luke Skywalker comes on, he's watching and he literally starts crying, emotionally crying. And the footage is out there, and like the whole internet, because he has haters, of course he does.
Of course,
he's on YouTube.
Does.
Yeah. And even he owns it now. Like he puts a still image of him crying as a image on his thumbnails on his videos now.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So anyway, Red Letter Media had a go at him, calling him Star Wars Man, and because he's one of the biggest Star Wars YouTubers now.
Yeah.
And like they're having a go at him, saying, "Who the hell gets all emotional about a fandom? Like, what the hell?" Like, and then and the thing is that a lot of the people in Red Letter Media are huge Star Trek nerds,
Yeah.
like massive Star Trek nerds, and then Star Trek Picard comes out,
Yes.
and they finally got it. And they issued an actual apology to Star Trek Man when Star Trek Picard came out,
Yeah.
because they got it. And the tipping point was when in season 2 of Star Trek Picard,
Yeah.
where Picard was in modern day New Orleans or Los Angeles, wherever the fuck they were,
Yeah.
and he's going to visit Guinan, and
Yes.
she's at a bar in
Yeah.
a street called fucking 10 Forward, or in a bar called 10 Forward.
Yes.
And the script writers thought that that's where they got the name of the bar from on the Enterprise,
Yeah.
not that it was on deck 10
And it
forward
was
section.
forward. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like that frustrated the shit out of me. And then the Red Letter Media guys were like, "Oh, fuck, I get it now. Like, we owe Star Wars Man an apology." Because that's all he rants about, like the shit they get wrong on Star Wars Acolyte and all
Yeah.
the shitty Star Wars TV shows. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's not until they come after, like, if
Yeah.
like when they came after Star Wars, I stayed silent because it wasn't my fandom.
Yeah.
When they came after Lord of the Rings, I stayed silent because it wasn't my fandom.
And when they came after
How
Star
long
Trek,
do I
there
have to
was no
stay
one left to defend me.
Here's
Yes.
a fun one for you. So I own the next generation Enterprise blueprints, so the Enterprise D blueprints,
Yeah.
and it's freaking
Nice.
huge. I mean, if it, it's like everybody could live and not see another person all day. There's that.
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, well,
Oh,
the funny
yeah.
thing is that actually became accurate on the TV show accidentally. Because in the first couple of seasons, first few seasons, 4, 5 seasons, whatever it was, you would constantly see a supply of crewmen walking around the corridors.
Yeah.
But what happened was when Deep Space Nine came along and they needed to share them, there was less spares to be in the background. And so you would end up with like, they just walk down, nobody be there kind of thing. So, as the as the TV show went on, it became more and more like the blueprints. I thought that was funny.
Nice.
If you want to watch any reviews of something, it's funny. It's a guy called Sam Fine. Sam Fine Reviews. He is so funny. He's Australian, so I'm sure you'll like him. He'll make references to Australia stuff, and the only reason I know those things is because I know you guys. But he'll mention a bullshit restocking fee all the time, and his auntie Edna or Hilda or something, about that time when she did this thing, and he is so funny with it, but he's like kind of right on with it as well. So he just has these little, I can't remember. In one of them, it's like, they wear these like skin tight, jumpsuits. I'm wearing a skin tight jumpsuit now, but I can answer the door, to it because people get the wrong impression or something like that,
Yeah.
He's so funny. Sam Fine.
Actually really wants to go to bed.
I'm going to bed, and I'm literally just leaving with this because this did something to me. That your meme of almost there. It's away. Sorry, that just did something to me. I've never seen that one before. And
Take care of yourself. I hope you get better.
Scroll all the way down. Scroll
don't
all the
feel
way
shit,
down.
that's
The memes channel.
Oh wait, where is it? No, it's there. I've been looking at all the memes. It's all good. I don't get that one. What is that that's going through the guy's head and going up into space?
It's his boner.
That's what I thought. Okay, but he doesn't look happy.
He's looking at memes on the internet.
And it's giving him
He has
huge
a
boner.
confused boner.
Okay. I
Do you know
didn't
what?
quite
Is
get
it
that one.
just me, or is she got a Bible in her hand?
Yeah, I think that's a Bible. Yeah, definitely. Anyway, going to bed. Tomorrow
Good
night
night.
is Jukebox, but I'm probably going to start a
Jukebox night.
YouTube stream, and then we'll go over to Discord. But I'll probably leave just like an image on YouTube saying "Go to Discord for the Jukebox party."
Sorry, what's
Yeah,
this?
and a link and
Is
like
this-
a URL or something.
Is
I'll
this
put
a-
it.
Join the Discord.
We
the-
can't play music on YouTube because I'll get content matched, but we can hang out on Discord and play music and have fun. That's happening tomorrow night. And that's the whole thing. But anyway, I'm going to bed now. So
Namarie.
You are totally fucked!